It's the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian Chad Daniels.
Hello.
Chad, once again, husband of one, father of two.
Don't you have a news conference for your kids every now and then?
3 times a day when I'm home, I have a press conference with my children.
Oh, really? And so they're asking the questions, or are they on the dais with you? How does that work?
They're only allowed to ask questions during the conference.
Exactly, because what happened was there was questions all day.
Yeah.
And I don't have time for that. I got to think a little bit for myself. Otherwise, I go out in the real world with adults, and I'm like, hey, it's a ball. I'm just too integrated into children.
Right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I laminated some press passes, gave them a notebook and a pen.
Right.
And 3 times a day, I wheel a podium out of my closet into the living room, and they come running.
Oh, I'll bet.
Because they know it's the only time. So
Daddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you have to acknowledge them? Do you?
I absolutely do. I say, okay, everyone settle down, please. Thank you for coming. We'll go ahead and start the press conference. We'll go ladies first. Olivia, first question. Why does your puppy dog stick to the refrigerator? Well, it's a great question. There's a magnet on the back of it. Magnets stick to metal. The refrigerator's made of metal. That's why your puppy dog sticks to the refrigerator. Good. Great question. Isaac, next question. Yeah, sometimes the green jelly beans can be tricky. You stick it in your mouth, you think it's lime, and it's spearmint, and spearmint sucks.
Amen.
Watch your ass. Smell your jelly beans. Great question. Olivia, next question. There is a magnet on the back of it. Isaac, next question. Why does your sister cry all the time? Well, that's a great question. I think a lot of people in this house want an answer to that. As you know, for starters, we have wooden floors all over our home, and Crazy runs around in cotton socks like there's not going to be consequences. Not to mention the fact she never watches where she goes.
Never.
Do you remember when she hit her face in the side mirror of my car? How did you not see your face coming at you? You never thought, there's my face, but here's my face. Awesome question. Olivia, next question. It's a magnet.
The amazing Chad Daniels. Good morning. It's the amazing Bob and Tom Show. Hi, hello, how are you?
Desk check. Okay, we're good.
Christy at the news desk.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
I'm giving you license today.
License to what?
Punch anybody in the face if they said, is your bracket done yet?
Oh,
Oh, God, it's that time of year.
that is.
But you
I
can
can
win $1 million.
understand
I can tell you how to do that. Go to bobandtom.com/contest and make your picks. You got to get them in by 11 o'clock this Thursday. You get them all right. It's $1 million. It's brought to you by Orange Insoles. So March Madness is officially here. We'll be hearing about that from Chick McGee at the sports desk.
Yeah, sure.
You got a little March Madness going over there?
I wouldn't go so far as to say it was March Madness, maybe March irritation. I'm March upset a little bit. I'm March.
Why is that?
Why are you upset?
No. I'm just I don't get to madness. That's too much. Yeah, that's too much. You guys don't know what madness means, I don't think.
We have a story coming up about the average a person will bet quite a bit of money. I'm kind of a big number.
No, it's
basketball?
it's a really stupid survey that he's come up with. So good luck,
I didn't
everybody.
come up with it. It's a professional survey.
It passed along to me, and here's what happened.
What?
Off the air.
Yes.
Okay, we're looking at it. We're looking at this funny story. Okay, and
It's a great story.
He doesn't even know he does this. See, he's doing it right now. He doesn't even know he does this. I'll do this, and I'll go, oh, this is a funny story. This
Right.
kind of, and he'll go in the back. Hey, I've got a funny story too. Just exactly like that.
I do.
Because it's a competition,
It's
Tom.
not a competition.
Don't forget about that ever. It's a competition.
They're both very funny stories.
Thank you, Tom. There you go. See, because when you do stuff like that, that makes me feel like...
You're seen and accepted.
And if the last
Who are you
thing I'm
talking
going to do is laugh at your funny story, what do you think of that?
Okay.
See how that happens?
Okay.
You and Bill Belichick should get together.
What did I do? I just...
No. You and Bill Belichick should get together and decide that, yeah, you can have success, but At what cost when you make everybody walk on eggshells? But go ahead.
You don't have to walk on eggshells. we got a funny story from the world of zoos today. We got a really good zoo story. We got a
I think
great.
zoos are hilarious. You know that.
Well, I'd never heard of this particular critter. Had you, Christy? We'll get
I
to
have
that
not.
coming up. I bet the Dickey brothers will be very impressed. We have vaginal rejuvenation in the news.
Is this still a thing?
Well,
Well, the FDA isn't all that pleased with some of the
yeah.
stuff being done out there. So be careful, ladies. We'll let you know about that coming up. And a couple of cool world records, I think. No?
Yes. Wonderful world record.
Have you seen the one with the plungers?
I don't know why, but that area of the body kind of freaks me out. And I don't know why. I don't want to understand.
What area?
The male nipple?
The male nipple.
It freaks you out?
Maybe that's a little strong. Maybe Maybe it's not madness. That's not what I mean.
Your own nipples or other guys?
Other guys' nipples, I think. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
We have a world record involving that area of the
right.
human body.
All right.
I will acknowledge it is very stupid,
Okay.
but it was done in Japan. I think it was done in Japan. It's a big televised event.
All right.
You'll get to find out what we're talking about there. What else is happening in sports?
The top 4 seeds have been announced. Who are they? Houston, Purdue, North Carolina, and UConn. UConn, the overall number 1 for the NCAA tournament. That's the men's bracket. On the ladies' bracket, it's Iowa, South Carolina, USC, and Texas. So there you go. And then the NIT is also out. Those bids are out. The first 4, Tom, I know how you like all this. The first 4 teams, those games start tomorrow night and Wednesday night in Dayton, Ohio, beautiful Montgomery County. On True. Now, this, when they first started this, we thought this might be more of a problem than it's become. But apparently the people who want to watch the games know where they're on. So they're going to be on True TV. They're going to be on CBS. They're going to be on TNT. I think that's it. TNT, True TV, CBS, and TBS.
Wow.
There you go. And Shaq and Charles and Ernie are going to be featured prominently for college basketball because that's what they do.
Cool.
Right in with the
Will you be
NBA
doing
team.
any gambling?
Have I been doing any gambling? Will I be doing
Yes.
it? No, I will not be doing
Not
it.
even the NIT?
No, because you taught me that one great lesson many years ago.
Yeah, I hate to nitpick.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's right.
Officially almost spring.
And I think it's kind of rude, but apparently some squads have turned down their invitation to the National Invitational Tournament.
They said no thanks.
Really?
Most notably, Rick Pitino and the St. John's. Some call them the Johnnies. They say no thanks. We're not participating in the NIT.
What's the reasoning behind that?
It's a lesser. People look
They
at it
don't
as
like
a
money,
lesser,
I don't know.
lesser tournament. I guess I don't know.
Maybe the students have
You'd
to
have to ask them.
study. I don't know.
But as always, great question.
No.
Well,
No, I think it's a perfectly valid question.
Why do people do things, Christy? I don't know. Why is he the way he is? Why am I like I am?
I don't know.
Why is Josh the way he? I don't know.
Okay.
No one
Fair
knows.
enough.
Josh, got any cat pictures?
Cat pictures?
Of your kitty cat?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Because we have cat pictures in the news, Josh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
some.
It involves something that you really like.
Yeah.
Oh,
goes
It's got
hand in hand.
it's got a literary spin,
That sweet, sweet kitty cat.
and yeah. So we'll be finding out why it might be handy to have some cat pictures.
I thought you didn't like stories like this.
Which one?
March Madness fans already planning to skip work, cancel dates, watch the NCAA tournament, productivity at an all-time low. I thought you didn't like stories like that.
No. What I don't like is that whatever it's called, that organization, Christmas Gray and
The organization
and
or
Buzzkill.
what they've come up with.
Well, every year they come out with these ridiculous numbers saying the economy's collapsing because people are watching TV and having commonality.
I don't think anyone's ever said the
Oh,
economy
no.
is collapsing.
The sky is falling because people are enjoying themselves, having a little bit of community and gathering around a TV for a few minutes at work. Calm down.
Yeah,
Over
there's something to be
25
said for morale.
Over 25% admit that they've skipped work for March Madness.
Good. Take a day off.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going. So what? 20% say they've canceled dates and skipped birthday parties so they can watch basketball. 90% say they're so loyal to their team they intend to watch every second of their games, even if they're losing. Boy, I feel that. Yeah.
20%, huh? I don't need an excuse. I can just cancel.
Well, I'm just saying, I think it's kind of fun. We'll get that. There's that survey that comes out about lost productivity. It's not like they stopped the assembly line in Detroit. Hey, guys, there's a game on. Stop making the cars.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down. Every year there's this buzzkill. It's nice to have something in common.
There's no way the March Madness hurts productivity more than phones and or social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think Josh brings up a good point. Camaraderie. What happened to that in the workplace,
Sure.
Josh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get together, hang out, chat, enjoy the people you work with. What happened to that?
I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day. Help me with this, Josh. This friend of mine has a late teenage daughter. I think she's 17, whatever. And he was saying that he has a very nice television set or two at his house. Mm-hmm. But his daughter was in her room watching Oppenheimer on her phone.
Oh, man.
Why? Maybe go see it.
Because she doesn't want to sit in the room with her dad.
I don't know.
She's 17,
I
I guess.
Maybe watch it on the IMAX. I don't know. Just okay. Well,
There are a
don't
couple
tell-
scenes in Oppenheimer where I could see where a 17-year-old boy might go to his room to watch on his phone.
True enough.
I hadn't thought about that, but you're right. Okay.
Don't tell Christopher Nolan. He's made a big damn deal about watching it in the biggest possible. Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
He
oh,
hears
yeah, he'll
about
come to
that.
your house.
He's going to come to your house and grab your phone.
Well, we have many things to get to today, including one of my favorite old songs has become kind of true. There's a news story that takes the scenario of a great old song and
Yeah, we have no bananas today.
What that is, or should we just guess?
Very pretty. Which one?
and it also
Boy,
involves
it sounds like let me tell you something. It sounds like a big payoff here.
Our happy days indeed here again.
it's a double payoff actually.
Is that right?
Because it's got one of my other favorite things in it. So
Okay.
Paul Lynde singing it? What?
You're
no.
close.
Am I close?
That's all happening today. We have a sad obituary in the news. Not that there are too many happy ones. Although now that I think about it, I can think of a couple happy
I don't know. When
obituaries.
Bill Belichick passes, I'll be happy. I'll tell you that. Have you watched this documentary? It's
What
10
documentary?
parts, 9 parts about the New England Patriots dynasty.
No.
Somebody should have got a hold of Belichick and said, look, you can't keep doing this. People are going to hate you. You mark my words. They gave him, 50 chances to come off his stoic, control, despot, Stalin-esque visage. He would not do it. He will never coach again in the NFL. Mark my words. Write
Okay.
that down. He is, what do they call that when something is a, he's like a filthy, awful disease. he's going to be the
plague?
cause of the next pandemic. He's
But wouldn't you say historically, no matter what?
no, all the dynasties end that way. You're exactly correct. Yes, I got into a discussion about that. Yeah, it's like Shaq and Kobe ended up hating each other. The Steelers and Bradshaw and Chuck Noll didn't like it. Yeah, you're right.
We'll see. Oh, no. And where is this being featured?
Apple Plus TV.
Oh, Josh, I saw something that would have made you throw a brick at the TV.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's this new show. I think it's called Manhunt.
Oh, yeah.
Apple.
I just started watching it. I broke my rule. Not all the episodes are dropped yet, and I went ahead and started
And
watching it.
it's about the assassination of Lincoln and the.
Oh, yeah, I saw a preview for that.
Yeah, it's really well done. And then I'm watching it the other day, and Patton Oswalt is in it, who's I'm a big
Right?
fan.
Is this a spoiler alert?
No.
Okay.
No. But he comes out, he walks into the room, and he goes, well, we have the intel on the so-and-so. You have the intel? You have the intel in 1865, do you?
I wondered that's you.
Did you see that scene?
Yeah, but-
There were two there were two errors, and you would never hear.
I don't know.
I think when he said, we have the intel, and I'm going to see if I can find John Wilkes Booth based on where his iPhone is. That
Oh, well, that seems off. Yeah.
That part seemed off, certainly. But
didn't that immediately go up? It's a movie.
No, I don't.
Maybe that was a word
I think the facial hair they chose for Patton was more threw me off than anything.
Yeah, it looked like they'd taken a whisk broom, dyed it black, and pasted it to his face.
I'm like, Pat, maybe it was a word back then.
No.
It could have been.
No.
Civil War stuff, intel.
Civil War intel?
Maybe. I don't know.
They used the term Secret Service for the Confederacy. I mean, I wouldn't think Secret Service would have been around back in the 1860s, but maybe.
Okay. I just thought it was a little bit.
I don't think
a bad choice.
I can see where that would hit the ear wrong, looking at those folks, like in their costumes and stuff.
Oh, it's abbreviation for intelligence.
Well, I know what it is, but I mean, I hadn't heard the word intel until about 10 years ago.
I would tell you this: when I was watching it and I heard them say that, I did think, Tom's not going to like that. Which I kind of think you owe me an apology
contemporary slang, eating. Never mind. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. How about some extra time to take care of yourself and maybe check out some therapy? And what's interesting about this is BetterHelp has a better way to do it, a better way to access therapy, much, much more convenient for you. What you do is you take a brief little questionnaire, fill it out, and you'll get matched with, I guess now more than 30,000 therapists are working with BetterHelp. You'll be matched with one of them. You can switch therapists anytime, by the way, no additional charge. And the important thing is the therapy is done online. So work on yourself, see what makes you happy with BetterHelp. You can visit betterhelp.com/BT show today. That'll knock 10% off your first month. So take some of that time that you've got and think, what would you do with an extra hour of your life? Read a book, go to the gym, take a nap, or visit a friend, or maybe work on yourself. Like I said, empowering yourself to become the best version of yourself with BetterHelp. And once again, it's all about convenience, too, because you can do it online. And you can do it like it was a Zoom call. You can do it like it was a phone call. You can do it like you're texting back and forth, whatever works for you. And, of course, it's a lot more convenient because you're using that phone or that computer that's right in front of you all the time. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT show. This part of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. Also, coming up, we have alligators, pythons, underwear. Well, not underwear of the pythons, but it's all in the news.
Premature confetti and Grady Dick and Anthony Black finally swap jerseys. We'll be right back.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
We were talking about racial stereotyping because you're a golfer.
Yes.
And I know that we were talking about golf off the air, but a lot of stereotypes in the world. Certainly, one of them about Asians in sports, and I think that's really now really being changed, particularly in the world of baseball, basketball. It's huge changes.
It's great.
15, 20 years ago, you didn't really see that as much.
It's great. I love seeing Asians in sports, and yeah, as you said, Major League Baseball, the real sports. You know, we're not talking ping pong or pai-gow poker or base juggling with your feet or really hard Sudoku problems or competitive hot dog eating or breaking ice blocks with your forehead or dancing back up for Gwen Stefani, the real sports. That's great because before, if I wanted to cheer for Asians in sports, the people I had was Michelle Kwan and half of Tiger Woods.
That was it.
That's it.
Wow.
And you know, Tiger. Let's talk about him. You know, I don't know which half of Tiger made him want to cheat, but I think we can all agree which half drove into the tree. So,
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
Okay, once again, Josh has put them on over his... Okay, so now in the groin area there...
Well, that looks ridiculous.
Whoa!
Oh, is she turning it on? Sit back down. Now,
You know, this is why we have HD cameras.
Sadie has the remote control. Mm-hmm. And what is it? Do you have it caught in a crack? What's going on back there?
Okay.
You okay?
Comfortable?
Okay, so are you prepared?
Now, Sadie, explain to me how the remote works.
Okay, so up to 20 feet away, which makes it really fun for a Valentine's Day date, out to dinner with your lover,
sure.
a little private. There's 3 different modes. There's
Right.
manual mode where I can just press a button and it will vibrate.
All right, there we go.
There's ambient mode where you can hold it up to a speaker and it'll pick up the bass from music.
Is that?
Or you can whisper sweet nothings into the mic like this.
Oh, my God.
Can you?
Oh.
Oh, so
Hey, honey.
as she talks, it's vibrating?
Hey there, big
That's pretty
boy.
good.
So she could be in the next room on a phone.
Yeah.
Really. Here, I'm going to step over here.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Now Sadie's leaving and walking away over to Chick's mic.
All right.
And
Oh, my God.
oh, she's whispering.
Talking to him, yeah.
I feel pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Let me try it.
Whisper sweet
Wait a
nothing.
second.
Now I've got to.
Oh, it's so.
He's going to be
So what do I
finished.
do? Do I just
No, it's
talk?
already doing it.
Hey, John.
Oh, no.
So it's vibrating to his voice.
What's going on?
It's
What's going
as
on?
though
What's
your
going on?
lips
What's going on?
are up against me. Oh. Give it back to Sadie, please.
How about this?
Fris-
Is it? Oh, goodness.
Next thing you know, that polyurethane Barney suit goes up like tinder. I point this out because I care.
Hey, everybody, this is Todd Snyder, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Horse racing, you said? You're from Kentucky. You love horse racing. Love
Horse
the
racing
ponies.
is my passion. The only sport that I really love is horse racing. I've owned a couple horses.
Wow.
We're purchasing one now. In fact, a 2-year-old colt.
Cool.
I don't know if you all know this. All Kentuckians know this, and most people around the country know thoroughbreds are named traditionally after a combination of the mother's and father's name, the sire and dam line. For example,
I didn't know
Kentucky
that.
Derby winner Ali Sheba, out of his father, the great stallion Ali Dar, and its mother, the broodmare Belle Sheba. We're looking at one now out of a sire named Whiny Bull by a mare named Girl on Girl. We named it Rosie O'Donnell.
Steve Iott is here with us. You look like a clean liver, but you said that you used to be a smoker, which I find
Yeah, I
surprising.
used to smoke cigarettes. I enjoy the occasional cocktail.
Do you know? What's
I've
your
got-
drink of choice? You look like kind of a shandy thing, or
A shandy.
martini.
That's no compliment, is it?
Bitters at 5. Yeah.
I'm a beer guy. Beer guy.
you now?
Yeah. I used to drink way too much. I'd get all these stories where people tell me what I did before. And it's always embarrassing. One time I was really drunk. I put a $5 bill in my mouth, and I had a dancer take it out of my mouth with her butt.
Mm-hmm.
It's very embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's very. It also ruined my niece's recital. It really is. Completely horrific.
Yikes.
What's wrong with that? Come on. Hey, I say, move your recital. Okay?
Wow. That's great.
Bob and Tom.
I don't know what's happening with the electronics over here. Remind me to talk to Eddie. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Thank you very much. We have Christy Lee hitting the road. She's going to be going to see Mr. Peter Frampton this evening. In Gary, Indiana, is it?
Yes, very excited.
All right. Well,
Hard Rock Casino. Don't forget to vote for Peter in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, too.
yeah, and I got, something. Hang on a second. I forgot about this. Hold on. Got a nice letter here. Dear Bob and Tom Show, went to see the Peter Frampton concert Saturday night in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. He was fantastic. Let's see. Joe in Mount Pleasant writes, anyone who has an opportunity to see him at concert, do not hesitate to go. He is he is a genius.
Aw, nice,
Make
Joe.
sure he gets in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Please vote for Peter to get him in. Well, that's nice. Thank you, Mr. Fox. That's from Joe Fox. And there's a picture of Peter on the stage with his Marshall amps.
Cool.
And, that's very nice. Well, so give us a full report, Christy Lee. It's
It's
Marshall
not
amps.
just me, is it?
No.
He's out of his mind. He's totally insane.
Our producer, Jason's going, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you just say Marshall amps? Because you're insane?
No, because it's just kind of. Pat, explain to him why I did that.
I guess you're giving it a little color. You're adding a little juice to it. Marshall lamps.
The Marshall lamp
They're
is
big.
They're a classic.
used by many of the
guy
great.
I work with when I was just a little baby disc jockey. His on-air name was Marshall Amplifier.
No way.
He finally changed it.
Oh, was Dick Breathed already taken?
Marshall
Well, I don't think it's that far from him honoring the Marshall amplifiers and the way you do it.
Fred Zeppelin with traffic. I would love it when they do that.
I see a lot of Marshall lamps out there.
This is the day. This is the day I'm going to call my shot like Babe Ruth. This is the day he's going to fire me. You wait and see.
Okay.
You wait and see.
Again?
It's going to happen.
Help me here, Pat. Am I correct in saying you can get a Marshall amp look-alike refrigerator?
Yeah.
Oh, of course you can. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Isn't that
They're
cool?
very
I've
popular.
purchased those as gifts before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a famous rock and roll amp. It's just great to see Peter Frampton up there on stage.
I bet his bass player's using PV.
Ace points out his bass player's using PV.
I don't even get that.
Well,
That's
that's
another,
another brand.
brand, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the.
Gravitas.
No, it just.
They're both fine.
Didn't Hendrix use Marshall amps? I'm sorry.
Guitar amps.
Why are you upset, Chick? This is the kind of thing. This is the Marshall amp is to
You have to
amplifiers
understand,
what
Tom,
the Michael Jordan is to shoes.
It's a whole panoramic colors that you've painted with your career and my life, and listening to this horse crap come out of your mouth. It's just.
I'll tell Mr. Frampton. I'll tell Mr.
exhausting.
Frampton you were being mean. Have a good show, Christy.
Thanks. It'll be fun.
Or if Christy doesn't want to come do news tomorrow, why don't Jess Hooker come in and do it like she has before?
I made that offer to Christy. I think.
Why saddle me with the news? Is something else for you to get mad at me about?
I think it'd be fun. Chick McGee with news. Have you ever done news, straight news?
Yes, Tom. No, not straight news. No, I don't do straight sports. I don't do straight anything. I'm gay as a goose. You know that. Back me up on this, Josh.
He is gay as a goose.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I've been gay with Josh. That's right. How do you feel now, pal? Yeah, remember?
We'll always have Milwaukee.
We'll always have the ale and pour.
And the Zimas. Remember the Zimas? The Zimas.
They brought Zimas back, right?
Yeah, every now and again.
Yeah.
Seasonally.
It's like the McRib of booze. Care for a Zima?
No, thank you.
I want to remind you that we're going to be taking this show on the road, Charleston, West Virginia, Friday, April 5th. That morning, we're going to be at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center, courtesy of Rock 105. Hope you can stop by. And that evening, we've got a special comedy show featuring Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold, Willie G, Pat Godwin. Chris and I will be your hosts. Tickets for that are up and running right now at Ticketmaster.com in Charleston, West Virginia. Let's turn to the sports page with Chick McGee. What do you got over there?
March Madness has begun. Defending champion Connecticut, along with Houston, Purdue, and North Carolina, the top seeds in the bracket. That's the men's side. On the ladies' side, of course, South Carolina is the number one overall seed. Iowa, USC, and Texas are your top seeds across the regions. One golf note last night, or yesterday afternoon, Scotty Scheffler's become the first player in 50 years of the Players' Championship to win back-to-back. He'd been dealing with neck pain all week. He started the final round 5 shots back. He closed with a 64. He had an eagle, and he goes ahead and wins that tournament. Now, here's a recent study revealing the lengths that some March Madness fans will go to in order to watch the 2024 NCAA tournament. So this is a survey conducted by, well, we don't know who conducted it, but we know that they talk to people who are intending to watch the tournament. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. According to a poll of 2,000 basketball fans, over 25% admit that they've skipped work for March Madness. 20% say they canceled dates, skipped birthday parties. 90% of respondents are so loyal to their teams, they intend to watch every second of the games, even if they're losing. I don't understand. How can you have 90% of anything in that number? I don't get that.
Well, in other words, if
90% of respondents that were loyal, that are loyal to a team. All right, that
so
makes
if you're
sense.
a fan of one team, even if they're getting slaughtered, you stick there, you'll stick it out till the end. Now, do you do that with your football?
Not anymore. Average fans plan to spend 13 hours watching the game. All the games, I guess. I don't well, how did they ask that question?
So how many hours do you intend to watch the games? And they added them all up and divided by the number of people they asked.
Okay.
Is that,
and according to this survey, people spent 3 hours making the brackets.
3 hours? All right.
5 hours engaging with online content. 5 hours.
What's a 3-week tournament?
And 5 hours watching highlights. And then 3 hours placing the bets. So if you do the math real quick, that's 10, 13, 16 hours. So they slept 8 hours. But that one day, they spent the rest of their time engaged with the NCAA
Does it say what percentage will ask their parents to cover their losses?
25% admit that they placed bets against their favorite team and that they would do so again.
You know, that's a good question, Tom. And that, I promise you in the next few years, that's going to be a big story. Mom and Dad had to bail me out of some gambling issues.
Do you remember the one we had, was it 6 months ago, where the mother had to mortgage the house to pay the kids' online gambling debt?
Oh, man. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. You would do that? I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm just saying we had a news story about a case where that happened.
Bring back debtor's prison.
Don't do that.
Well, see, Christy, here's the thing.
I think we have a dissenting vote over there.
See, Christy, first of all, if let's just say Mr. Godwin owed you $1,000.
Yes.
If you put him in prison, how's he going to make the money to give you the $1,000?
Good point, Tom.
Short of turning tricks, I'd like you to meet Spike, my new lover.
I kind of always wondered
I get
about
$10
that.
a hit. No, the debtor's prison.
They put people in debtor's prison, but you're right. How did they pay their debts?
They did. It was a very bad idea. They learned very quickly. Wait a minute. I'm not going to get this money. I think this is an interesting survey. People get really into this.
Sure they do, yeah.
Let me. I tell you what. We have a Purdue fan behind the glass there, Jason. Now, if your team is losing, which they did over the weekend, do you watch the game all the way till the end?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. If they were getting trounced, would you watch a game all the way to the end?
Depends on the situation.
Well, they're getting trounced is the situation.
Well, the situation may be at home.
I see.
Or if he's at the game.
Is he supposed to go to his niece's ballet recital? He's finishing the game.
I got enough grief. I don't have to add ballet to this.
Is your significant other also a sports fan?
Yeah, she goes to Purdue games with me.
Okay, all right. Very good, very good. Are you going to be gambling on them at all?
I never gamble on Purdue.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a good. A lot of folks.
You get the emotion out of the way.
Right.
Okay.
That's smart.
Okay. Well, we'll be
25% admit that they have placed bets against their favorite team. 55% say they've never placed bets against their favorite team and never would. And those polled are willing to spend $570 on their overall March Madness experience this year.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that means.
Snacks, booze, maybe. A
lot of basketball to our house.
Christy, did you ever call your period March Madness?
No, I never did.
Okay.
No.
Now, hang on a second. Next to Shark Week, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Well,
but then there's April Madness, May Madness, June Madness.
Yeah, true. I just thought maybe just to make it special in the month of March, you give it a little spin.
Well, you could do each month, March Madness, the next one, April showers, and May flowers.
Maybe this will be over soon.
June gloom.
Yeah, all good.
What do you ladies, when referring to it, did you have a...
I would just say I'm on my period. That's all I said.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
boring.
Nothing fancy? You didn't
No,
have
sorry.
Like
Painters are in town, or
thunderstorm in Tuna Town. Nothing.
Well, it definitely is a guy thing. Women would not talk like
Women
that.
wouldn't get
Even
that.
guys don't talk like that.
No, he's
thunderstorm in Tuna Town.
As much as he insists that everyone thinks the way he does, no one does. Yeah.
Hemorrhage.
I don't know what it's going to take to get through to him. That
hemorrhage at Blood Lagoon.
Oh,
these. Okay.
Boy, that is. That is
now,
really...
why are you doing this?
You're not too far from all three at once over at your place, so you better shush.
Oh, God knows. I'm fully aware of that. do you think that there are situations in which now, is your man a basketball fan?
Oh my gosh, yes. In fact, he answered the question about the NIT thing. Why people are not choosing to play in the NIT.
Yeah, teams that didn't make the NCAA are.
He said they're turning it down because the transfer portal opens this week and coaches don't want to miss out on potential transfer players and prepare for the NIT at the same time. That's what he says.
Ah, okay, that sounds
transfer portal.
Yes.
Sounds like something in Star Trek.
Doesn't it? Yes, big basketball fan, a lot of basketball.
Do you think there'll be some couplings that break up due to someone watching too much March Madness?
I bet it does happen, yes. Especially new couples who they didn't know that the other person was that into it.
Leroy's having fun. I'll put a stop to this.
I think this may have been.
Oh, let him watch. I'm hemorrhaging in Blood Lagoon anyway.
No, it's bloodletting and thunderstorm town.
I think this might have been uttered last evening. We were trying to decide what to do for dinner, and he said, "Well, we got to be home by 6 so we can watch the NCAA. What is it? Selection show." I go, "What?" I said, "We're going to actually watch that?" He goes, yeah. So
did you watch it?
The answer is it was on.
It was on.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't really.
Okay, very good. Now, if you're interested in winning $1 million,
who isn't?
Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Make your picks. Get them in by Thursday at 11 in the morning. And if you can pick them all, my gosh, that's going to be great. And it's all brought to you by our friends at Orange Insoles.
That's right. You could win $1 million. All you have to do is pick a perfect bracket in the men's college basketball tournament. Visit bobandtom.com/contest to make your best basketball mayhem picks today. A perfect bracket could win you $1 million. Make your picks by 11 a.m. EDT. You know what that stands for? Eastern D time. This Thursday at bobandtom.com.
What are you, Tom? What are you doing?
11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this Thursday. That's when you have to get your picks in by bobandtom.com/contest. Sponsored by Orange Insoles. If you're dealing with back, hip, or knee pain, maybe you work on your feet all day, make sure you have the proper support in your shoes with Orange Insoles. Visit orangeinsoles.com today for free shipping. Orange Insoles come with a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. That's orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more, and maybe win yourself $1 million.
Well, thank you very much, Orange Insoles. Thank you, Josh. Christy, what do you got coming up?
Oh, we have a lot of great things coming up. We have Morse code in the news.
Oh,
we have an alcohol soup.
Alcohol soup.
Wow.
You know?
What is a soup du jour?
I'm glad I didn't pick the salad.
Yeah.
And
the inventor of karaoke is in the news today.
Karaoke?
Karaoke.
Oh. Why'd you say karaoke?
I don't know. Because I'm stupid. Don't you know that?
The guy died, right?
No, that's a story. Thanks.
Yeah, he's deader in hell.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. He won't be inventing anything else, I tell you that.
Oh. I hope I could be there for the eulogy.
Do you get to sing along?
Yeah.
Islands in the stream.
They'll have people from the audience.
Yes.
People from the audience will get up and they'll have to read it as it goes by on a screen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free.
A truck driver distracted by a
Andrew
GPS
Johnson, too.
unit crashed near the intersection of US 278 at Arkansas Highway 24 early Monday, spilling a truckload of spaghetti sauce. Camden Police Sergeant Corey Saunders said the spaghetti sauce truck was headed to Dallas about 3 a.m. when the driver became distracted, overcorrected, and rolled over after crossing the center line of the highway. The driver suffered minor injuries, but there was sauce all over the road.
Oh, dear God, 2,000 quarts of blood. This is the worst accident I've ever seen. Stand back, there's blood everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a garlic bread truck?
Yeah, exactly. They just mopped it up with a bunch of garlic bread.
Oh, isn't that the best?
Yes, it is.
God, I'd rather have that than the spaghetti noodles, just the sauce and the bread.
What's wrong with you? How dare you put pasta down?
I can't eat a whole Kit Kat bar. I can't eat spaghetti noodles. They
I
go right to
can,
my hip.
but I like the bread part.
Better than the pasta?
Yes.
No. No, the bread's lovely and the pasta's great too.
Here's what Tom's doing, telling you what you like.
Of course he is.
Okay.
I'm
You
used
know
to
you
that.
like the pasta.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Can we have an intro for this feature?
We need something like boop, boop, boop,
Or just playing Baby Elephant Walk.
and
now Josh Arnold shares one of the fattest things he's ever done.
And broken toilet seat doesn't count.
Now this is fatter. This is fatter than telling the guys on the phone when you order Chinese takeout that you need 4 sets of silverware when it's just you.
No, it was faking that there was somebody else with. What's that, honey? 2 orders of crab rangoon.
Okay.
If you say so.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh, and this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show is coming. That's right, Rock 105 WKLC bringing us to town with a live broadcast with
Special guest Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass to Mouth Horns. Plus, don't forget.
You see the word "don't forget"?
No, but it's like half a sentence.
Don't miss an amazing comedy show.
Miss amazing
Start
is that one
over.
word.
Hey, Charleston, it's the Bob and Tom Show. That's right, and our friends from Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live broadcast.
Speech.
Speech.
Speechery. One more time. Here we go. This for sure. Here we go. All right.
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show coming to, yes, your area from Rock 105 WKLC. They're bringing us to town for a live show. Special guest,
Duke Tomato.
You nerds.
Start over. Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass to Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston, or if you come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th, that's a free show, and then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold, and all hosted by yourself.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom. KIZZFM. Kiz. Lucky that doesn't start with a J. Stop it! Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Golly, Earl.
That might be a pretty good idea. I'd killed my wife when I'd wanted to. I'd be out of jail by now.
Dr. Ruth, when I'm dancing, what part of my body should not move?
Your bowels.
I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Using laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect evidence over a period of 4 days.
I must have one.
Rectal scope is a mouthwash.
Your color's back to your face?
Oh, I was great this morning.
So is yours, Tony.
Tony, you're...
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've got to go. You're gaining weight. My wife, when the first time she was pregnant, all I saw of her for 9 months was her ass hanging out of a refrigerator.
And if you believe that, I can't say that. Bishop Emeritus Frederick W. Freaking, who headed the Roman Catholic Diocese. That's his name. He was 85.
Did they have to pull the freaking plug?
Hey, boys, this is the Pope. I gotta go to the freaking funeral.
Don't live with them because that'll mess it up. That's what messes it up. Because remember when you're dating, it's so great, it's so fun. You go on these dates and you go and you get coffee and you see movies and you talk and you have this wonderful sex and it's, I love you and I love you, and then you go home and I love my cable and I love my refrigerator. I love my life. And then they move in and then they're right in your face. And, hi, we live together now. Hi, what are you doing? What are you thinking? How about now? Or now? How about now? That was yesterday. What about now? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who was that called?
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What? They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Everyone took it. Yeah. So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
Goals.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much for joining us. Sorry, I was over
Good
here.
morning, Tom. How are you?
Good. I was just going through some
Always good to see you,
paperwork and got a nice love letter here. We had a love letter about Peter Frampton.
I got an email.
What a great show he did. We got one here. Went to see Greg Warren Saturday night.
Oh, sorry.
Had us laughing for over an hour. What a great time. I haven't laughed that much in a long time. Tell
Are they
Greg thank you.
sure that
Well,
was
Randy,
Greg?
thanks for taking the time to write.
Greg Warren?
Yeah, he goes
There's
over.
a pretty funny guy out there named Greg Warner.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's Warner. Yeah.
No, Greg Warren, he said over an hour. Greg tends to run the light.
Well, we will we'll be speaking with Greg later today. Remind me to tell him he has a nice letter over here. You have a letter as well?
Dear folks, good morning from Hoopla Central.
Oh,
where's
That's
that?
what they call Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, thank you.
On the first 4 days, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, they call it Hoopla Central.
No kidding.
It's a big party.
I like that.
Today is historic. It's this. It also adds. This has nothing to do with the games tomorrow night because this team is not involved. But he says this is a historic year because the Stetson Hatters, arguably my favorite basketball team, because it has a hat in it.
Of course, Stetson.
Their first NCAA tournament appearance. That's the good news.
Okay.
The bad news is they play number 1 overall seed UConn.
Oh.
In their first game.
Do you know where the Stetson Hatters are housed?
And I think Tom has to pick the Stetson Hatters in his bracket to upset UConn because ... You all know why.
Stetson University is in DeLand, Florida.
As opposed to the Yukon, which is what, Alaska?
Yeah, of course.
To Alaska.
Yes, Stetson, a very
Why
fine.
do they call it DeLand, Tom?
It's near to sea.
Well, at least we got in and out.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Well, but
Do they all play with Stetson hats?
let's have Jared, our listener of the month, weigh in.
Bob and Tom, this is Jared from Kentucky. For the love of God, we know where DeLand is.
Oh, my God.
Where's
For the love of God.
And I really enjoy your notion that they do all wear Stetson hats
While they're
on the
playing.
team while playing.
Sure.
Howdy. Howdy. Did you guys ever? I used Stetson as a cologne.
Oh, you
Oh,
did?
yes.
I plainly remember that.
I remember Stetson.
It had a little rope on the front of it.
We
I was aware of it. I never.
we named one of our fake singers Rex Stetson, who had kind of a pornographic background.
Is that right? I didn't know about the pornographic background. I was aware of Rex.
Yeah. Now,
Where are we here? Oh, Denny Hamlin won the Food City 500 yesterday. Only because I like saying Food City. Food City. Where are we going?
Food City.
going to Food City, gonna have some lunch. Yeah, we're going to Food City. I can't do that. Don't you wish you could sing like the Beach Boys, Pat? If you could sing like anybody, who would it be?
The Beach Boys is a pretty good choice.
Carl Wilson, maybe?
Those guys have beautiful voices.
Wasn't he helped a lot in the studio, if you were, as it was? With
Carl?
Will? Yeah.
He's an incredible natural
I
singer.
don't think he had really...
What?
A little bit Chris Martin-esque, if you will.
Hey, Brian, you want to tweak Carl?
Yeah, you want to turn him
Really?
up, turn him down fast
Oh,
and
yeah,
slow.
it's unbelievable. It's like talking to a chimp, except the chimp would be better in informed. If you could sing
I don't know who could tell you that Carl Wilson. Oh, hell yeah, we spent 6 weeks trying to work out.
No.
God only knows. It almost didn't make the album because he can't sing it.
do that.
No.
If you want to read about someone who they had to spend a lot of time tweaking, read about David Lee Roth with Van Halen. All right, Dave, take 10,000. See what you can do this time.
Well, isn't Chris Martin famous for not really being able to sing? Is that right?
I am
Chris
not a
Martin?
fan.
I saw him live, and he was amazing.
He was okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Really?
Well, but they can do stuff live, too. That you don't even know that.
Sure, they can.
Yeah,
but it didn't seem like it.
Not to me either.
Yeah,
Pretty good line.
So now, Josh, if you could sing like anybody, who would it be? Would it be one of your like cowboy, country, underground?
Oh, that's interesting. An outlaw country guy? No, I think I'd probably go like Chris Cornell or
That's a good one.
Maynard James Keenan, the lead singer of Tool. A cool, hard but beautiful voice at the same time.
Christy Lee?
Oh, I'd have to go with probably Adele. She can sing.
Yeah, she's got pipes.
She's very nice.
Well, I would think it'd be something a little more rocky.
I don't have to. I can sing rock.
You don't want to
in
belt it
Adele's
out?
voice, but
Dress up in a Cub Scout uniform like Linda Ronstadt. Get up there and belt it
my
out.
Pat Benatar days are long gone.
Okay.
How about
I used
you?
to dress like Pat Benatar, not like Linda Ronstadt.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Here we go.
Maybe Lowell George.
Greg Allman.
George is a good choice.
Greg Allman's
What about
amazing.
Greg Allman?
Greatest.
You just wanted his hair. Come on, admit it.
What?
Greg Allman's.
Yeah, he'd be great. And a chick, if you could sing like, come on, be honest.
Wait a minute. I've got a better question. There's no D on Greg Allman's name. Is that right?
It's not like almond, like the.
Are you sure?
Well, they did have a band called the Almond Joys at one point, but.
Okay.
Almond Joys.
I thought for
rather
sure it
than
was almond like the nut.
Almond
Really?
Joys.
The Almond Brothers. Yeah.
Almond Brothers?
Yeah, Greg
I can see how
Allman.
you can see that.
Greg Allman and what's his brother got killed? Dusty Allman.
Dusty?
Dwayne, not Dusty. Dwayne.
I'm surprised one of the Almond Milks haven't tried to do a deal there, ladies and gentlemen. The Almond Brothers Band, and then they have 2 singing almonds.
Boy, we were born rambling mill.
Don't you guys tend to?
That's a Dickie Betts song, though.
Well, oh my God.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just.
I'm coming out of the cave. No, you're not.
Ace has seen more live music than anyone in this building.
I don't care what Ace wants to sing like.
Ace?
Don't you guys sing like the song, like the singer
Yeah, I tend
you're
to.
listening to?
Yeah.
Yes,
Of course, but I'm just saying, if you could sing like anybody, Ace, if you could sing like anybody, who would it be?
Robin Zander or David Coverdale?
David Coverdale, Robin Zander from
off your rocker commercial. There was no better rock singer than Ace Cosby himself back.
I never call myself a singer. As the lead vocalist.
Oh,
Do you still have any merch from your band Off Your Rocker?
Yeah.
Any recordings?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, could we get one of those and maybe do a special intro? But Ace could do his own intro. Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Me. Ace Cosby.
That was something else.
You really put some
funk on
stank on that.
Was that bad? Sorry. Ace, that's a great name for a band, Off Your Rocker. How would you like a new logo? I can get PJ working on that. Would you like a new logo for the band?
We're not bringing the band back.
Yeah, but we don't need the band. We can just do the merch.
No, we've never had a band.
the Grateful Dead are gone, but they got plenty of merch out
Ace, what
there.
kind of
There
band
was
was
a
it?
band.
Covers, originals, both?
Mix, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
They
What was your-
practiced in my basement. Believe me, there was a band.
What was the
The cops called on us twice.
Yes.
Ace? What were some of the titles of your songs?
If I were you, I'd fall in love with me.
Oh, I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, that's nice. Is that a ballad?
No, that was up tempo.
Really?
Or all the members.
If I were you, I'd fall in love with me, bitch.
Wow.
Is there a bass in that?
You know, you really didn't capture it that time like you did the first time
Well,
around.
it's hard for me to do the voice up tempo. Okay.
Oh God.
It's the same way. The same way
I don't
that
know what to say.
sometimes you can't tell if an English singing speaker is from England when they're singing.
We'll be back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Unless the cops come.
Who's that?
It's all right.
Ace Cosby, me. Here I am. Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook.
Hello and welcome
welcome to the wildly successful Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Just want to say, first of all, I really love your show. Really enjoy listening to it. I think you do a great job.
Well, kind words indeed. And thank you, caller, for calling the Mr. Obvious Show.
No, Mr. Obvious?
Yes?
Here's my problem.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, I think I got some kind of animal trapped in my house.
Oh, yeah, like a pest problem or something?
Yeah, well, it's even bigger than that. I think it's some kind of critter that's trapped down underneath my sink somewhere.
Oh, my. Now, do you live in a rural section of town?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. I live on the outskirts of town here, and, well, here's the thing. I think it's caught underneath my sink, and I've opened the doors and in my cabinets there and looked underneath, and I can't find it anywhere, but I can hear him down there making noise.
Oh, you say you got a critter and you can hear him. Now, what kind of sound does he make, caller?
Well, it's kind of a growling, kind of, I'll try to imitate it for you. It's kind of like, kind of like that.
This is under your sink in your kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you might be caught down there in the pipes.
Now, this is not uncommon for your rurally located homes to have a raccoon or a possum under the house. Now, but you say he might be stuck in the pipes?
Yeah, that's what it seems like because, in fact, I think that's how he's living there. He seems to eat stuff that my wife throws away down the sink after dinner. She'll wash the leftovers down the sink after we get done eating. I think that's what he's eating because I can hear him down there growling and chewing.
Huh. What was the sound again, caller?
Well, it's she'll put the stuff down there in the sink and run the water, and then you can hear him. It's kind of going, kind of like that.
Huh. Now, is there anything else that corresponds with the growling that your wife does there in the kitchen?
Well, it does seem like it usually happens whenever she tries to turn a light on. There's a light switch there, and she'll try to turn it on. Thing is, the light don't come on. I think the light bulb must be burnt out or something, but I can't even find a place to change the light bulb on it. Anyway, she'll try to turn that light switch on, and you can hear him down there just seems to make him mad as anything.
This is in the kitchen under the sink, right?
Yeah. Yep. And, I figure he's caught in the pipes.
Right.
So I figured try to get him out of there. Well, I reached down there with my hands when I heard him growling. And I mean, that thing about ripped my fingers off. Bit into me. Boy, it hurt.
Well, I think I know what your problem is, caller. It's a garbage disposal.
So, is that something like a raccoon?
No, caller. It's
No, it's something littler like a mouse.
No, caller, it's a machine that's hooked to your drain pipe there under your sink that chews up food that makes it rinse right down the pipe there. It's an actual machine. It's not an animal at all.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I never made the connection. She does use it to get rid of garbage.
There you go.
Sounds like a critter. Just,
I know, yeah, it's not a critter. Thanks for calling, though, caller.
Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
You're a lifesaver.
Thank you. That'll do it for this week's show. Thank you, and good luck from everyone here on the Mr. Obvious Show.
Oh, boy.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Is a resident once again of the great city of Chicago.
Us in the Midwest.
Yeah.
We know what true cold is. I was so tired of LA. They're so vapid and shallow. Oh, geez, it's 56. Close the window. True cold
Yeah.
is when your dog would rather take a kick in the ribs for taking a dump in the living room than going outside. That's when it's cold.
Yeah.
But my coldest day ever was in Chicago. It was with a wind chill 64 below zero.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so glad they thought of the whole wind chill thing.
Yeah. It was cold. It was damn cold.
Oh, yeah. There's certain problems.
I pooped on the rug.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, that really brings it home for me.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
The Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7.
Peterman Brothers.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
There we go. Thank you very much. Christy Lee will be.
And we're off.
Christy Lee, you're going to see Peter Frampton tonight?
I am. Yes, I can't wait. Very excited about it. Going up to Gary, Indiana, Hard Rock Casino.
Gary, Indiana.
Maybe I'll even play some.
Wouldn't it be funny if Frampton walked out and all of a sudden broke into Gary, Indiana from the Music Man?
Wait a minute, I'm sensing something.
And
here.
he did the part where the kid sings with the lisp.
No, it just dawned on me. I don't know. I'm like, we all love Peter Frampton, and if he's nearby, or we'll go see him, of course. But I forgot it was at a casino.
Heck yeah, baby.
All right,
that's why she's going.
Okay,
you going early?
Yes,
You got to go early.
Heck yeah.
Gotta go.
Don't want to get stuck in traffic.
You got to leave now. That's what you got to do. Yeah.
Honey, the show. Leave me alone. Mama's on a roll.
Shut up!
I've seen him before. You go on ahead.
Well, give us a full report tomorrow.
Of course.
You sure you want to come in tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to be
I'm not
exhausted.
driving. I can sleep all the way home.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Now, we have...
Quiet. Christy has a headache.
Let's return to the sports page. I'll
Wait a
remind
minute,
you...
I have a problem. I bought a new car not too long ago. I've not bought a brand new car in a long time. Yeah, I know. I'm bigwig here. But I noticed yesterday, I looked down, and it appears, because it's a light leather seats,
Fancy.
It appears that my jeans are turning part of the seat blue.
Oh, no.
I've heard
Happened to
that.
me.
What?
Yeah.
That happened to you, too?
Yeah, with the car I have now, the Nissan Murano.
Absolutely.
Huh.
I am freaking out. Does it come out?
I had a car do that. I forget which one it was, but absolutely did that. I don't think it did come out.
Really?
I don't know if when you trade it in, they have some magic. I don't know.
I don't blame the car. Blame the jeans.
Well,
something's going on there. I mean, the leather shouldn't.
You know my famous blue jean story.
No. Do I?
At my old house.
How many times have you been in a conversation with someone, Tom, and they have told you a story, and you've looked at them, and be honest with this response.
And one-upped them?
And you have said to them, You have said, well, we can count both. You've said it, or you've actually done it. I'm going to one up you. How many times have you done that? Every time you've had conversation,
if possible.
Yeah.
My old house. You'd walk down the stairs, and at one point there was this line about 3 feet off the ground, and I thought it was some kind of a leak. So we investigated, and pulled part of the ceiling out, went through all this other stuff. We couldn't figure out where the leak came from. It turned out it was my sons having events down in the basement in which they would do the sort of a dancing thing.
Oh, they were tweaking up against the wall?
They were twerking up against the wall, and it was staining the plaster. So
I can't paint my seat.
Yeah, so we had to, we really thought it was something serious, and we had gone to quite great lengths to make sure there wasn't moisture in the wall.
Wow.
So I guess the point would be that maybe there's moisture in your buttocks area.
Have you
it's
looked
on
into
the
that?
side where that's
That's exactly where it happens. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yes.
Car wash place can clean that for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool, thanks.
You can get the denim out. Okay, very good. Good to know. A little tip from today's show. Now, we return to the sports page with Mr. McGee.
Yes, this happened in the National Basketball Association. The Orlando Magic played the Toronto Raptors. Boy, that's an unfortunate name. They happened to start that NBA team when Jurassic Park everything was everywhere. You couldn't get enough about dinosaurs. Let's name them the Raptors. Okay.
So it is dinosaurs and not birds that they went with.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'm
Absolutely. It's
with
the
you, man.
raptor. Yeah,
they really jumped on that, and then
You never saw the logo? It's a dinosaur bouncing a basketball.
I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to pick out the logo.
NBA players Anthony Black.
Basketball means less than nothing to me.
Well, welcome to March Madness. And now here's our analyst.
Basketball players NBA from the Toronto Raptors. Anthony Black Anthony Black plays for the Magic. Grady Dick plays for the Raptors, and they decided to switch jerseys after the game.
A lot of players do that.
And the NBA saw this on the Raptors, or on the Magic website, actually, is where they saw it. And they, quick, fast, and in a hurry, had to take it down. Now, we all think it's funny, and I think it's, why the heck not? There it is right there.
So they're holding up the jerseys, and it says Black Dick.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Wow. Dick 1, Black nothing. There you go.
And I don't know. They also have video of the two players getting together on the court and going, do you want to do this? And the one goes, yeah, sure. And the other guy goes, F it. Yeah, let's do it. And they're there. I don't know. I hope the NBA doesn't do something stupid. Just let it go. And, I hope they're not fined for this sort of thing.
They posted it and then they pulled it?
Yeah, the NBA pulled it down, evidently, is the official lie.
Reminds me of a scene from a movie. Did you ever see the movie Hardcore, Josh?
No, I'm aware of it, but I have not seen it. Is that George C. Scott?
Yes, George C. Scott. He plays a guy from Michigan that his daughter goes out into the world of porno, and he's trying to track her down. So he has to start watching all these porns. It's really awful. But there's a famous scene in which he pretends to be a porno producer, so he can interview various porn stars, see if he can track his daughter down. And here's a quick excerpt from that scene with the great George C. Scott.
I'm Dick Black. You're doing a porno movie, right? Right. Then I'm the man for you.
Well, I'm glad to meet you, Mr. Black, but I'm afraid you're not exactly the type we're looking for.
You mean because I'm black?
No, you're just not the type.
What do you mean, not the type? Man, don't you know who I am? I'm Big Dick Black. I've done more porno movies than you ever saw. I worked with Harry Reams, Johnny Wide. Not the type. I'm a woman's dream.
I'm sorry, Mr. Black. I'm sure you're very good, but at the moment, I just don't have anything for you. If something comes up, I'll be happy to give you a call.
I knew this was a scam. This is bull.
I like when George C. Scott kind of laughs. Like, no, it's not that.
Yeah, the problem with that is that George C. Scott's such a good actor.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe Sixpack, who was actually trying to do that, wouldn't be quite that easily brought into the scene. It's a Big Dick Black, you see.
What was that actor's name who played?
He played the sergeant in
Private Benjamin.
Private Benjamin.
Oh, that guy's great.
Yeah.
Hal.
Yep.
Hal Williams.
I think it's Hal Williams.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That guy's a good actor.
It's great.
That was a decent movie. I watched that movie back in the day. I
Private
remember it.
Benjamin?
No, the George C. Scott movie.
Hardcore?
Hardcore.
Yeah.
One for hardcore.
By the way, that's a slightly edited version of that scene.
Oh, yeah.
He mentioned there's some anatomical things.
Tom, didn't you use that for your voicemail?
Yes, famously.
And your mom called?
Yep. That's the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we Bob and I were used to experiment with interesting voicemails at our apartment back in the day when there were answering machines, and we had a really nice 4-track machine, so we could.
Oh, boy.
4-track. Wow.
Well, sound on sound, we could do some very nice work.
Yeah,
that's fun.
So you'd call our house, and we'd have really cool voicemail messages. And what we used to do is there was a sort of a very shy woman who was the. This obviously goes back many years when they used to have people at the front desk of a radio station.
Oh, they're called receptionists, I believe?
Yes, we don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
But she was very nice. And but we would go in there every couple days and go, hey, call our answering machine. There'd be something usually somewhat salty, if you will.
Provocative.
Yes. Today this would be known as sexual harassment, probably. But we had the one with the famous Big Dick Black on it. And we left it on the machine, and then my mom had called the house one day. And
did she leave a message?
Yeah, she was. I'm sorry, I think I have the wrong number.
Mr. Black, are we still on for 3 o'clock?
Oh, thank God! I thought I lost your number.
Coming up, we have more dicks in the news.
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Kind of,
actually. Well, Christy has dicks.
Oh, yes. You have something? Okay.
Yes, I do.
Sports.
Should we do do you want me to have Matt whip up a special Dicks in the News jingle, maybe? Well, we have the one for world records. We could do Dicks in the News.
We have them every day.
No? You don't want one?
It's up to you, man.
Okay, very
We
good.
used to have the stupid MFs in the news. Remember that?
Sure. We can probably dig that one up for you. Well, thank you very much. What else you got in sports?
Premature confetti. I think we've all been there as men.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Try to think of baseball.
I'll explain it.
It's okay, guys.
It's like, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hey, you know what you need? I'll tell you, Raycon Everyday Earbuds. You've heard us talk about these.
Yes.
Am I right on this? Raycons offer amazing audio quality at about half the price of other premium audio brands. There are tens of thousands of 5-star reviews readily available. Raycon's optimized gel tips fit every ear ever made. Raycons have seamless Bluetooth syncing and 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. And you don't have to worry about Raycons not meeting the challenge. They're right there for you wherever you're going, whatever you're up to. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Love those Raycon earbuds. Perfect for that spring break. Keep the kids in the back seat nice and quiet. Maybe put on those sealable headphones from Raycon. I'm a big fan of those. By the way, this show is going to be coming to you live from Cincinnati. Opening day, Thursday, March 28th. We will be at the Nation Kitchen and Bar at the BetMGM Sportsbook at the Banks. First 200 folks will get in. It'll be fun. Hope to see you there. Special thanks to 92.5 The Fox. Once again, that's coming up Thursday, March 28th. By the way, coming up this weekend, Logansport, Indiana. It'll be the famous Electric Amish in concert. Looking forward to that, certainly. Coming up in the news, we have kitty cats, alligators, soup with booze in it, and underwear on heads. And that's a story for Josh, and you'll find out why when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Sean Morey, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Yeah, you.
Hey, YouTube friends, it's me, Josh Arnold, and some of you have been asking about how to get a copy of my vinyl album, Half Fat. Well, I'm going to put it up. Well, it's actually up there now. It's on my website. If you're interested in getting one of these, there are a limited number of them available at thatjosharnold.com. So, yeah, if you're interested, go pick one up.
Love you.
Your earliest impressions were, of course, of your teachers at school.
Yeah, I used to do.
Can you do like Mr. Hallenack for us or whatever?
It was Mr. Christensen was the he was the U.S. history teacher, and I knew nothing. He'd always send me to the map because he knew I knew nothing about any of it. He'd, we're going to go to our resident map expert, Mr. Caliendo. Can you show us where the United States is? I'd point to blue. Sit down, Mr. Caliendo. Sit down. That's enough. He was also the basketball coach, so I just do him. We're going to shoot free throws. We're going to run laps. We're going to shoot more free throws. Free throws. Sit down, Mr. Caliendo.
What was the first one you did that worked?
An impression, or like a
famous actor, or
I mean, it was Muppets. It was Muppets first, as you could tell by the incredible Miss Piggy.
Yes.
Did I lay down you earlier? Amazing. Let's see. I would watch In Living Color. I would watch, these are things I couldn't really use in my act because they were people's characters from sketches, but like the Damon Wayans bum character that. My name is Anton. I'm a victim of society. I'm an entertainer.
Love Anton.
Yeah. He had the pickle in the car.
Yeah.
Excuse me, can I sing you a song?
Could you do Fire Marshal Bill?
Let me show you something. Let's say there's a problem. Yeah, because that was like people doing the character, so you could jump on and do those characters, which is what a lot of people do that with impressions now. They just watch other people. I've heard Kevin Pollak. I don't know if Kevin Pollak might have been the first person to say this, but I see the same thing he does. Is people unlock an impression, and then once it's unlocked, everybody can do it. So you watch the person who's figured it out, and it really has to do with cadence. With I've talked about this before, but with Barack Obama, he would talk slow at the beginning and speed up at the end. So you could always think, how many William Shatners have you heard? How many high Christopher Walken, low in the middle? You know who it is because they all ignore punctuation. You know, so it's if you can get the cadence down, you don't even have to have the pitch. So. I'm probably not answering the question anymore, but Muppets were the first thing I did, some cartoon kind of characters and stuff like that. Stuff I wouldn't even consider really impressions, but...
Who's the hardest one to write for? Because sometimes if you have the voice, there's some impressions you see them and you go, boy, that's dead on, and you go, but there's no content.
I've had a Billy Crystal forever. But I had no idea what I would even do with it. It's one of those voices that just, he doesn't do much. Yeah. Sully, you know. Yeah. Hey, let's go. Come on, guys. We're going to go over here. It's just one of those things. But here it works. And Robert Downey Jr.'s one that I'm sure I've done that too for you, but he's the human Twitter feed. He talks in little phrases and everything's about himself. He could be giving out an Academy Award, which is supposed to be about the nominees. But it would turn it back to him like, these people deserve your applause almost as much as I do. # awesome. So he's like, do me a favor. You're doing great right now for you. You know, that's he can insult you and be backhanded compliment for everything. Chick, you do a great job sitting there doing nothing. Appreciate it. Why don't you do me a favor and text yourself?
Thank you.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston. The Bob and Tom Show here and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brassmouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston or D, come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show. And then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy. Tickets on sale now, and they're going fast.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. Waking up a shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love, and your wife says, "Go slow, I'm spilling my chili."
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much, Jay.
Welcome.
Let's check in with Mr. McGee over there at the sports desk. I'll remind you, we have that special contest. You could win $1 million. bobandtom.com/contest. And it's sponsored by Orange Insoles. The idea is to get a nice, clean bracket with all the winners.
Somebody hit the wrong button of the Atlantic 10 Tournament Championship on Sunday. We've all seen basketball games. Well, the Super Bowl, the confetti drops from the ceiling. Oh, it's amazing, right? Boy, what a big celebration. Well, it happened a little early. Premature confetti. It forced the most exciting delay in college and beautiful delay in college. 18 minutes left to play. Somebody hit the wrong button, and here comes the confetti. And thankfully, what do they say? Thanks for little favors or whatever. The amazing Kevin Harlan, Mr. Play-by-Play himself, was working the game between Duquesne and Virginia Commonwealth. And here's what it sounded like.
My goodness. Oh, my gosh. They got confetti falling right now. Confetti is falling on the floor. They're going to have to stop playing. We can't see our notes. The players can't work on this court. Confetti is everywhere. Somebody hit the wrong button.
That's great.
And Duquesne wins 57-51.
Any excuse to hear him. He really
He
is
is
good.
very good, isn't he?
He is something else. A minor league baseball team in California accidentally rebranded itself with a name that in Spanish slang, it means masturbation.
Is that right?
Wow. Nice.
One of my favorite minor league, I've got a hat.
Yeah?
I might have a T-shirt, I'm not sure, but the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. I like Rancho Cucamonga for a lot of when I lived in San Diego.
Some cartoon?
Bugs Bunny always spent time in Rancho Cucamonga. They were called the Quakes. They announced that they would be rebranding to the Chaquetas. I think that's how we're going to say it. For the upcoming Copa de la Diversión, also known as the Fun Cup.
Oh.
According to television station in Los Angeles, KTLA, the TV station in Los Angeles, the name is Spanish for jackets. It's meant to pay homage to mariachi band culture, though the word is also slang for masturbation. Chaquuetas.
Wow.
Chaquetas.
So they're the Rancho Cucamonga. Turn off.
Quakes general manager Grant Riddle told the Times that the name was vetted through the Major League Baseball and local Hispanic community leaders.
So they must have been having a great time.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah,
No.
Yeah, go ahead with that.
Yeah. In English, call yourself the jerk-offs. Go ahead.
It's kind of like the Nova. Doesn't that mean no-go or something, right? The Chevy Nova.
That may be an urban legend.
Is that
but
a
I
legend?
think,
Okay. You know, language is dynamic, Riddle said. Slang is not what it means to us, or is it ever what it's going to mean to us here in the community in the ballpark. The team will be wearing their Chaquetas jerseys April 13th through May 16th and July 19th for the Fun Cup.
Okay.
That'll be a collectible.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Kind of an inside.
They've got such a great name. Why would they
mess with that?
The Quakes.
The Quakes.
Because they always want to have a special night so they can sell more merch.
Their caps have a Q on the front. It's really cool. It's a shaky Q. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Now, so the name is, what is it again? Casetas? What is it?
Chaquetas.
Chaquetas. And that means masturbation in slang Spanish?
No, it means jackets. And then there's a slang that takes over. I don't know what the slang interpretation is, but we know the word is jackets. So your brain can go right ahead. Yes.
No, it says the word is slang for masturbation.
Yes, but it doesn't say exactly what the masturbation.
I noticed, have you seen
term
the
is in
team
slang.
photo? And all these guys are choking up on their bats.
Well, naturally, sure.
Wow. A lot of the minor league teams have great names. The Disco Turkeys are a great one in North Carolina. How about this one? The Binghamton, New York Rumble Ponies.
Rumble Ponies, the Biscuits. I think somewhere in Alabama, they're the Biscuits.
Oh, nice.
Trash Pandas, aren't they out there?
I'm not sure where they're from. But
the King Babies? What is
King
that?
New Orleans. New Orleans King
You have
Babies.
their hat.
I have a hat.
Yeah.
I bought you guys a hat.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, it's great.
King babies.
The Amarillo Sod Puddles.
Poodles.
Oh, Sod Poodles.
Sod Poodles.
Okay, it's misspelled here. But, Sod Poodles. That's a weird. What does that mean?
That's kind of like yard bird, or I think it means dogs out in the front yard playing in mud. Sod Poodle.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. The Hartford Yard Goats.
Yard Goat. There you go.
All right. Well, it sounds like fun.
Lansing Lug Nuts. That's another one.
Is that real?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I like that.
Let's go nuts.
Anyways, the Chaquetas, the Jackers, if you will. So, what else is happening over there?
Well, we've got this uncomfortable mess.
All right.
A semi-nude viral performer has broken the Guinness World Record for the most matches lit with plungers attached to the body in 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Tom to explain.
What?
This guy is sort of a famous Japanese stunt guy.
Uh-huh.
And he has a whole bunch of world records. This one's particularly dumb. He has plungers attached to his nipple area. Follow me, one on each boob, if you will. This is a guy.
Yes.
His name is Kazuhisa Uekusa. And it says he placed 2 plungers over his nipples and successfully lit 73 matches to earn the record title. So he's got these plungers sticking out.
Oh, wow, bizarre.
And then he gets on his knees and he has these matches that are sticking up. And he goes by and kind of shimmies. And
he's lighting them with the handles of the plungers.
Yeah, in other words, and it looks like he's got, like, for example, like, I think he has sandpaper or something wrapped around the plunger handle.
Okay.
So that he could, you know, the kind of matches where they'll strike, you can strike them
yeah,
at anything.
like have the red tip on the end.
Yeah. So,
So he's lighting the matches with the plungers.
Exactly.
So essentially with his elongated nipples.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
This
I'm
is
hoping he uses new plungers. I would hope that they were fresh.
Of course.
Yeah, boy, I would too.
Yeah, you would hate to have
the old.
Hey, you go to the maintenance area, you can find a couple. But yeah, and it says here that this guy, it says with a look of intense concentration on his face, Mr. Kazuhisa carried on even when one of his plungers caught on fire. Now he's naked here, so I mean, he could burn his flesh.
What a very, very silly record.
Yeah.
But this guy's kind of the David Rush of Japan, if you will.
Boy, I don't know. He does a lot of these things?
Yeah, he does. He has a number of very dumb world records also.
How about that?
Yeah.
I love your feigned interest, Josh.
How about that?
I think this would be great if it were a lady. Don't you think that'd be funnier?
I think
a shimmy thing.
I think we've stepped over the line of
world records.
World records. I think this
agree.
is too stupid to talk about.
And this is a Guinness World Record?
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind,
It's from the Guinness website, although their website, at least on my computer, is frozen. I can't get it to...
So maybe David Rush will tackle this one next.
I don't know. It may be too risque for him, but...
I don't know how it becomes a record or how it becomes available to set a record in it. you know?
Right. Why is that? Why was this ever a category?
Right.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
But, I mean, there was as a danger component. He could have lit his boobs on fire.
I don't know. I mean,
you're familiar with pyromastia, I believe it's called.
Pyromastia.
That's when you set your...
How do you keep the plunger on your boobs?
Isn't it?
Must be suction to his
And
chest.
then when he finishes, there are still photographs. When he's done, there's a giant ring around his nipples.
So he did suction them, yeah.
Isn't it enough we talk about him breaking balloons, Bob and Tom balloons, or setting records with a dart with paint on the end of it, or whatever the hell he did last week? Isn't it enough? Someone needs to curate what you're choosing. I don't know if that's ever possible, but
Plunger nips.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How did this even be? I don't even know how this became.
I don't know why Guinness didn't go. That's nothing we have
Okay,
any
it says
interest in.
No.
he has a huge following.
Sure.
Well.
Says thanks to his appearances around the world, including Britain's Got Talent,
All right.
The Late Late Show with James Corden, and Le Show des Records in Italy.
By the way, that Italian accent, dead on.
I feel like I'm
In
Milan.
any event, it's a lot of fun.
No, see, okay, there's that record. That to me is honestly, seriously over the line. We probably shouldn't do that record. Now, this record that we're doing is okay.
All right.
All right, what's this one?
The City Museum in St. Louis has broken the Guinness World Record for the most people wearing underwear on their heads.
Oh, they did it, huh?
See, this is a record.
Good.
And I learned
There
something.
they are.
I'm glad they did it.
That kid in front's having a great time.
Just partying.
All wearing tidy whities. I love it.
I hope they washed them. Jeez.
Never know.
They look very clean.
Doesn't that look like Warren there?
My God, it is Warren.
Oh, my gosh.
Was the guy with the skid marks?
The second row in the back there? Sure does look like him.
It does.
Yeah, there's no way he would do this. He doesn't. This is far too silly for him.
Oh, really?
According to newspaper, the Riverfront Times, which I'm guessing is meant for the people who live on the riverfront. 355 people put underwear on their heads and danced to the Village People YMCA to beat the previous record of 270.
Okay.
The record was attempted in honor of Pi Day 314, which is also St. Louis's area code. See, now,
that's
you
right.
see,
Were you aware of that?
Of St. Louis's area code?
No.
I wasn't trying to be a smartass. I didn't know.
No. It's called 314 Day.
Yeah.
You were aware of it because of the area code thing?
No, I didn't know that St. Louis celebrated March 14th because of the area code. But
Yeah, this says that's the official name, 314 Day.
But you see the difference between this and some weirdo putting turd wrenches on his body and lighting whatever he was lighting with them.
Now that is really silly.
I think it's just supposed to be dumb and silly.
How do I even look that up? Let's.
Yes, but wouldn't you agree that there are some that are too dumb and too silly? Don't you think?
I don't know. Isn't the segment called Stupid World Records?
Well, we'd have to change it to really, really stupid world records if we want to.
Okay. Once again, the guy's kind of shimmying with his man boobs.
Don't keep trying to sell it. It's not going to happen.
All right. Okay. Is that sports?
Yep.
This is what you farted for.
And never forget.
Bob and Tom, this is Jared from Kentucky. For the love of God, we know where DeLand is.
That's right. Christy.
I'm sorry, I just found the video. I got a little.
Oh.
A Colorado man has been arrested for allegedly masturbating onto produce and other merchandise at a Safeway supermarket.
Sir.
Hey, if that's a crime, lock me up.
It is.
Yeah, the suspect had been previously arrested for masturbating outside businesses in the Fort Collins area.
Hey, Pat, you going to start washing your vegetables before you eat them?
I am now, Tom.
Boy.
You didn't before?
Well, he'll grab a radish.
Grab a radish.
Oh, that's right.
No, sir, that's called a kumquat. But
As a result, police searched his home, seized electronic devices containing incriminating video evidence. So apparently he was videotaping himself.
Yeah, what of it? I like to go to places, whack it, film myself.
One video.
Does he set up a tripod, you suppose? Or?
No, selfie style.
One video showed the 32-year-old masturbating on fruits, vegetables, and baked goods.
Yeah.
All of
I
which
like it.
were not commercially sealed.
Feels good.
At the supermarket where he was briefly employed.
My hope is people purchase these things, and that gets me off even more. every day.
How fortunate are we? We've got the guy right here.
Well, I figured you want to talk to me.
Yeah. How do we know? Can we tell if a melon is ripe? How do you find out?
Well, you give it a little squeeze there, and then you unzip and have at yourself. That's how I do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you responsible for the glazed donuts, sir?
Some of them, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now,
that's the fun. You don't know which one.
I'm sorry. He did it. Where was he again? He was doing it in the vegetables. Where else?
And the baked goods.
Okay. Did you ever go to the cereal aisle since you're a cereal masturbator?
Well, I appreciate what you're doing there. Yeah, but no, I haven't. I like things.
You know how to spell kumquat? It's KUM. In case you're wondering. Kumquat, I think.
This guy can't help himself. He goes, this is not the first time.
No.
Man.
He was briefly employed at the Safeway.
I can see why. One can only imagine. Dave, come over here for a second. Dave, we were asked you to stock the broccoli, and well, we were watching on the camera.
We couldn't help but notice.
You took a long break there.
Really? Well, you jizzed all over, didn't you, Dave?
It looks like you got a nice grip, I got to tell you.
Man, aren't you glad, as Tom would say?
Aren't you glad?
You didn't wake up with that today, that you that compulsion? Well, I got to go finish over a loaf of bread at the grocery store. Man.
Yeah, where do you get that anyways?
How does that happen?
What else you got, Christy?
Well, this story is upsetting. Officials in Tennessee say an elderly couple used military Morse code training to escape an assisted living facility. According to documents from the Tennessee Department of Health, the couple went missing from the secure memory unit of the Elmcroft Assisted Living Facility for about 30 minutes. The husband and wife, who have dementia, were found walking down a road 2 blocks from the facility. Documents state the husband had previously worked with Morse code in the military and was able to use his experience to learn the door code by listening as staff punched numbers into the keypad.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? He should be allowed to go free. The facility was fined $2,000 by state officials.
That's like Jason Bourne type skills.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
She's the dot to his dash.
Oh,
isn't that
sweet?
Nice.
Yeah. Of course, then the bad part was after they got out of the facility, he called in an airstrike.
Oh, boy.
He was very confused. Do you guys remember this song?
Intro.
Why would they?
I love this.
Why would they do this?
Because it feels so good when it kicks in.
It would have kicked in anyway. This producer needs a talking to. Maybe we've already gotten there.
No.
The road up. That's about 2 people.
And you turned it down just as it was going to get.
It's about 2 people what?
It's about 2 people escaping and just two old folks. The guys in the band had read this article about these people. Not this one, but back in the day, a couple of folks took off.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Out of a
And then
assisted living facility?
That's what the song's about?
Yeah, the 2 people took off and went to see the world.
Oh, yeah, you should have heard him earlier. I don't think people really understand what this song is about.
It's a great song. Then it kind of kicks into that.
Real catchy.
Yeah, but you'll never hear it. You can listen to it on your own. Yeah, turn our show off and listen to that song that you wouldn't let him hear.
I'll play the rest of it in a
Play
minute.
the bass part.
Just the bass?
I want to hear the story now.
You know, it changes tones at the start.
Yeah, they go into that kind of Eddie Cochran riff. It's really cool. But I don't have it handy. I'll get it
That
for
is
you.
a cool song. I had no idea it was about 2 dementia-addled
2 old folks taking off. Yeah.
Wow.
I got to check that out.
There is he. He's absolutely right. I hate to say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what's more
I don't
disturbing.
think people really understand what this song is about.
I mean,
aren't you better for knowing that this song is about?
It's kind of fun.
I never did a deep dive on the fastball catalog.
I like Fire Escape much better than that song. But that
is a good song.
I love Fastball. Yeah.
But I mean, these poor folks they're suffering from serious dementia. So
Yes.
Yeah. Let's not forget
once
that.
they got out, they forgot why they got out.
Both my great grandparents had incidences like they both suffered from Alzheimer's, and my grandpa would get a call, "Hey, we found your father. He thought he was going to work," and
No.
I know, just walking like in the worst neighborhood of St. Louis.
Wasn't there a funeral for your grandmother there?
At the facility, right?
That was
At the facility. Am I correct?
No, help me with this now. For those new to
you want me to help you
for those new to the show,
sullying the memory of my wonderful grandmother.
So your grandmother, but she passed away at a assisted living facility, and she enjoyed it there very much.
Very
and
much.
she requested that her service be right there.
And she was like late 90s when she passed, and she was just a lovely, she had a wonderful life.
And you went to the ceremony, and they had it right there at the facility, and it's my understanding that
her friends could attend.
So you didn't really want my help.
The body was on display. Tell me this. Where was the body on display?
In the chapel, and the chapel happened to be right next door to the rec room.
The rec room?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you know, I'm sorry, is it okay if I play the audio from the event?
Sure,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
All of this sound is way off.
You can see.
It's a bad organ sound. That's the loudest ping pong game I've ever been a part of.
Have some respect. She's lying in state right there.
Well, that's not so much in state.
The casket's open. You can see
Sure,
it.
yes, but
Blue hair. And,
White hair.
Oh, that ball went into the casket. Oh, boy.
Boy, I really heard the ball fall off the table.
Huge ball. When we come back, we'll play the hook to the song, the part the chick likes.
Yes.
From the great band Fastball.
If you'd
I
like
love
to know
that song.
the backstory of that, I could tell you that.
We'll get to that
sad
coming.
story.
No. Also, we have deaths and karaoke. And Josh, I got a nice story about you'll like about literature and kitty cats.
Yay! Two of my favorite things.
And then a guy
Everything's come up, Josh, isn't it?
a guy whose pet alligator has been confiscated by the authorities, which is very sad. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Well, looks like we got dumped. No.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow, 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 blow me.
A kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss right now.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Wow.
Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Oh, good. But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers in the rain, honey. Blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
And blow me.
Blow me a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
Yeah, I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
Yes, sir.
But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas.
Swinging them, Mally.
Baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow
And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay. Just grab a hold of this and baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss. Oh, hi, Miss Malcolm. Oh, golly.
I'll miss your arms and your elbows. Woo! Fantastic.
The Bob and
Dean
Tom
Jerry.
Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, ladies, if I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
Let it snow.
if you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life. So when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try it topless. Action.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet.
I got a hole. Is there a hole in my cup?
Dear Liza.
Is there a hole in your cup?
Don't know.
You ever bite into a styrofoam cup? Why is it so pleasing to bite the rim of a styrofoam cup?
There is a hole in my cup. Son of a bitch.
Mark.
Clean up aisle
Mr.
5.
McGee needs a new cup. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much.
The only good part of the Fastway song, I hope.
Fastball.
Whatever.
Is the name of the band. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, darling. He's a good boy. I built him in a lab.
Christy, you want to set up this story again? This is kind of cool.
The story that we did, or the story?
Yeah, the story of this
couple in Tennessee used Morse code.
In the words of Tom, I don't think a lot of people understand how, where they came up with the idea for this song.
A couple blocks away, but the fastball song.
I'll set it up.
The
story is we have a contemporary story about a couple in Tennessee who were elderly and they were in the memory unit of a facility.
Yeah, and they used.
Why were they in the memory unit?
Because they have Alzheimer's. Dementia.
They have dementia. I'm not sure the exact nature of it, but
silly brains, the doctors call it.
Somehow used Morse code.
It's what experienced operators mean by smooth sending when they say,
Another operator has a good fist.
Now, see,
I was born too late. That guy, oh, that's what you call a good fist. I would have just cleaned up back then doing crap like
in
that.
today's world, a good fist has a
Whole different.
substantially different meaning.
Yes.
Ever got a good fist in, Christy?
No.
Okay.
So your name's Morris, huh?
Morris. I'm Morris Fist.
In any event, this guy apparently used Morse code to figure out what the codes were to the locks. And
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's Morse code?
Yeah, M-O-R-S-E.
Well, I thought it was Morse code.
I did until I was like 17 or something.
I agree with Josh. I did too.
You're sure it's Morse code?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's Morse.
Morse.
Well, I think you're
like
wrong.
Robert Morse.
The actor, Robert
It
Morse.
was named after Robert Morse, the actor.
Really? For How to Succeed in Business without with it? And now I'm talking to Tom's language.
Yeah, or a Mad Men.
Sure.
He was the guy in Mad Men. In any event, these folks, they got out. They were found relatively
A couple blocks
quickly.
away, everybody's gay.
But I was saying that
Everybody's
one of
gay.
my favorite songs is from the band Fastball. And it's, Christy, do you have the background on that song?
Yes, that song was based on a true story of a couple, Leela and Raymond Howard from Toledo, Texas, who left home to attend Pioneer Day festival.
Festivities?
You really don't
Yeah,
have it
in
today.
Temple, Texas. Despite Leela's Alzheimer's and Raymond recently undergoing brain surgery. They were
Another hilarious angle of the story.
They were discovered
So
2
he's
weeks
walking
later.
around with his head half shaved. All
Dead at the
right.
bottom of a ravine near Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Oh, no.
Hundreds of miles from their intended route.
See, they got out.
They believe that Leela was driving and she was trying to go somewhere that she had vacationed when she was a child, and they got lost. And
That's what the song is about. And
Hi,
then,
welcome to Heartbreaking News.
Yeah.
well, I mean, it turned into a good tune.
So Fastball exploited this terrible story.
Yeah, pretty much.
To line their own pockets. All right.
Okay, it's a great song. And this is the part the chick likes.
Well, you got it. Yeah, but there's nothing. We didn't play enough of the.
All right.
For the contrast, never
You
mind.
want to go? I can go back a little bit.
I want you to go back.
Thank you, fellas.
They were drinking?
Friends of the show. Fastball.
What?
Yeah, they came in here and did that.
Yeah, but they came in here. They're not your friend.
Yeah, they
When
are
was the
not.
last time you talked to anyone in
Let me
Fastball?
tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. Just because people are on the air with you,
Use that word
or
too
work
much.
with you, or have been on the show, that sure as hell don't mean we're friends.
I think the phrase
Can't name a band member's name.
"friends of the show."
Kevin Fastball was the
Fastball's brother.
This is Ronald Dickhard.
Oh, Ronnie, how is he?
Yeah. Chauncey
I
Ascrack.
think they were kind of a one-hit wonder, weren't they?
They had
I like that one better than the other one's all right, but yeah, that one's good.
Good band.
Got some great stuff there. Now, Christy, what's coming up in the news?
Best friends of the show.
Yeah. Are they friends of the show?
Coming up, 6 foods you should not eat before sex.
What?
6 foods you should not eat.
I know,
before
she's been real
sex.
hard to understand.
Yeah, just like a
Do you
mushroom.
want my job?
Just
Take
fumbling
it.
every
I would be happy to
You think I
walk
want to
out
sit
the
there
door.
and have an a-hole like me make comments while I'm trying
And
to
others who
Can
hand
we
you
guess what the
stuff?
foods are?
You could guess, sure.
Baked beans?
Oh.
I don't know. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, something like that. Enchiladas.
Tacos, Mexican food.
Yeah.
Beans not on the list, so there.
Oh, really? So you like to eat beans before sex, do you?
I take my bean. No, I'm not stupid.
Okay. You want the tooty booty.
No, you don't.
When we come back.
A tooty booty?
Oh, please work Tootie Booty into your intro for Ace, please.
Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I don't know. I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're going to... I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But it's not all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand if this like MySpace and Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Psst, could I be your friend?" Denied. To be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there. I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arm.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but
Sure.
Remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that? They'd say,
I got a call.
"Oh, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed that? I mean, I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. They didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me." Could repeat that. And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going, "Yeah, they damn well some make up a thing in there, put someone down on him." He goes, "Excuse me, what?" I said, "Yeah, how do you like it up, Boom? Huh? Try that on for size."
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here, and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guests.
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brassmouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston or come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show. And then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy. Tickets on sale now, and they're going fast.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Hello there, it's Ed from Ed Septic and Sewage. I'm here at this poor SOB's house. He got quoted $20,000 for a new system. I'm doing that same system for him, $500. I know what you're thinking. Ed, how can you do it so cheap? Well, first of all, this machine, stolen. That saves me a ton of money. Secondly, I'm not licensed or bonded. That saves me tens of thousands of dollars a year. So if you need a cheap septic, call me, Ed Septic. When things get hectic,
Call Lance Septic at the number below.
Med Septic.
Mondor and find out how termites ate through his floor, causing him to fall into his basement just before a tornado devastated his home. Next, we'll take you to DeLand, Florida, to tell you the story of Maggie Couder and the mouse who ran up her leg and frightened her so badly she ran out of her house just before it mysteriously exploded. Then we'll go to Segmack, Arkansas, and meet the Cheeseman family. We'll hear their true story. A swarm of Canadian wasps attacked and repelled an armed intruder as the Cheeseman family napped in their home following a baked bean dinner. Finally, we'll meet Harriet Billingsley, who, upon discovering a swarm of pubic lice, rushed to the drugstore to get a bottle of Quell shampoo and, on impulse, purchased what turned out to be $1 million winning lottery ticket. Join host Dick Verman tonight for Miracle Pests. Miracle Pests, only on Bob and Tom Television.
Hey, this is Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
And the airlines, they tell you all this psychological stuff to make you feel safe. Like every time you get on a plane, they talk about the flotation seat. And they explain it to you. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then the seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I like. They got everything just confused like that.
James Gregory is our guest. He's not a flyer, apparently.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on, too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you got a free bowl of soup with that hat or what?
Talk to the judge.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that, are you kidding?
Yeah, no. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is
Ancha.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Once again, an interesting news story involving Morse code.
Yep.
We learned about that. And Morse code actually showed up in a song a few years ago. That one about, remember the thing about the fox and the, what does the fox say?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They had the Morse code reference. But once again, Chick, I love this announcer. I know you like him too. Just explaining how Morse code works here.
It's what experienced operators mean by smooth sending when they say another operator has a good fist. How does one acquire a fist that good? Actually, it's not too hard. Just do what the man says.
Ah.
How about that?
Well, that makes no sense.
Mr. Fister! Oh! Mr.
Really?
Really takes your breath away, doesn't it?
It really?
Especially that loud.
Really does. Yeah. It was loud, wasn't it? Yeah.
Did a good fist. You ever got a good fist, Pat? I'm sorry. Where were we? Christy Lee is at the news desk. What have we missed?
Well, the Sun has compiled a list of 6 foods that you should not eat before sex.
Okay.
Can we guess?
Yes, go ahead, guess. I'll tell
candy
you what's
apple.
on the list. Candy apple not on the list, but that's
it
probably
should
a good
be.
choice.
Why would you say that?
Because your mouth sticks together.
Because your mouth, you get all sticky and you start
Asparagus.
touching stuff.
Not on the list.
Spicy stuff.
And beans is not on the
Not
list?
on the list.
Ribs.
Not on the list.
Beef Wellington.
Not on the list. You guys suck at this.
We sure do.
Wait a minute. So is this involving bad breath?
Saltwater taffy.
Not necessarily.
So that means necessarily. Let me think.
Ooh.
I assume it's involving something that wouldn't cause explosive diarrhea.
That would be a good thing.
Shrimp scampi with the garlic.
Yeah, it's like day-old cottage cheese. Is that number one?
Yes.
Number 6, licorice.
I wonder why that is.
Because apparently a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, Josh,
I've heard this.
found licorice can lower the sex drive in both men and women.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's right.
So who is the big licorice guy?
Not me.
Drew Hastings.
Yeah.
Number 5, cheese.
Ever had that candy Good and Plenty?
No, thank
No,
you.
thank
That
you.
should be called Crappy and Too Much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese is on the list.
Why
While
cheese?
Dairy can negatively impact the libido. Cheese can make you produce more mucus and leave you bloated and gassy.
I think cheese is an aphrodisiac, at least in Wisconsin.
Well,
Nice, delicious cheese.
broccoli, number 4.
The broom
Yeah,
of the...
causes you
the whisk
gas. for
broom.
Whisk
sure.
broom of the colon.
Number 3, red meat. Because it's difficult to digest, red meat can make you feel lethargic and tired.
Oh, come on.
It can, but I don't know.
Oh, so you've never had a juicy steak and then gone off to with one of your ladies and had a little horizontal mambo?
Yeah, but of course, when I did, she told me, "Boy, you're very heavy and lethargic."
maybe a cut back on the broccoli toots.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Toots.
Oh, cut back.
Cut back in the broccoli.
Yeah, if you had broccoli, red meat, and a glass of wine, you'd really be in trouble
Glass of
because
wine?
alcohol is number 2 on the list.
Yeah, that never
Depressant for both
that
sexes.
never happens. People never have alcohol before sex.
Can cause poor performance in men and can also cause gas problems.
No, it doesn't.
No, it can do both.
Yeah, it can.
You have a few beers, you might get a little farty.
Yeah. Bloaty.
Okay.
What is that joke, farty? Too farty.
Oh, that is. It is. There is a joke too
That
farty.
makes you too farty. What is it? Help me, Tom.
I don't know. It's
The number 1 thing you should not eat before sex? Gum.
Oh, your neighbor.
Her sister.
Her sister's funnier. Her sister.
or you could have gone with mother. Would have been a sicker joke.
Mother would be.
Grandmother would have been even better.
Gum can make you gassy
The
for
act
sure.
of chewing without swallowing can lead to bloating as you swallow air, while your stomach may release enzymes used to digest food,
Dumb.
which can lead to gastric problems and gas.
But again-
Peppermint is also known to repress testosterone, leading to a lower libido. So peppermint gum, definitely out.
Interesting.
I mean, get sort of your bad garlic breath.
Yeah. Garlic's not on the list. That would be one
Yeah, I
of
would
my
think that would
top.
be the.
Garlic and beans would be... ugh.
Oh, I love a good plate of garlic and beans.
What do you like to have eaten before?
Careful.
Sex, Christy. Answer.
Yeah.
Careful.
Christy, have you ever worn edible underwear?
I have not.
You think that's sexy at all?
Not really.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't.
Seems like it'd be sticky and messy.
Right, because essentially it's like a fruit roll-up.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of chewing.
Pat, have you done it?
It was part of the things that you did back in the day. And
Yeah.
It was?
Valentine's Day.
You actually tried
bought
it.
stuff like
Were
that.
you
Yeah.
were you wearing it?
No.
Oh, the lady was wearing.
How did it go?
I don't remember it going well. It was
And
kind of
it's-
silly and corny.
Kind of in the way?
Did
maybe?
it? Did it?
Especially if you had hair down there.
I was going to say that. Yeah. Did
they
you have?
did
Was
back
it like
then.
being waxed as you removed it?
Yikes.
No, they were.
I think it would it get sticky with moisture, like heat and stuff.
I just remember being silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was done once.
So did this person have it on for a considerable amount of time?
Not that
Had they gone about their daily life?
No,
And-
you don't wait.
She ran a half marathon.
rode her bike into work.
She went to work. Came back.
Yeah. They had to have tweezers and have it detailed to get it out.
Went to the gym.
Had to go to a car detailing place to get most of it out.
Oh, boy.
But you have to take yourself out of this situation. You would never, ever participate in any sort of edible underwear
That's correct.
anywhere close to you. You are
you supposed to-
pants around ankles. I'm putting a baby in you. That's what you are.
Turn off the lights.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you eat both halves of it?
I think so.
What do you mean
Front
halves?
and
The
back?
front and the back is what he
Front and the back.
Yeah.
Front and the back.
Yeah, he's talking about the
I'd eat the butt part.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Well, it
Tells
depends
us a little
on whose underwear would it be? I think that's what.
Let's go with.
It does depend on that, yeah.
I don't know. Let's go with Claire Danes.
Well, she's pretty.
She is pretty, but
Yeah, but
I doubt if Claire's the type that would be wearing.
Eat her fruit roll-ups?
How do you know Claire Danes wouldn't wear edible underwear? You don't know.
She seems to be a sophisticated, charming, lovely person.
And that makes her worse.
I see.
A
That does-
person
yeah,
if she wears
right.
edible underwear.
You know what, Josh? Here's the thing.
Recently.
What I found out was I spoke in glowing terms of Claire Danes, and we're going out now. Isn't that amazing?
Isn't that something?
Isn't that something, Steve?
Friend of the show.
Yeah, of course. She's been on many times, many
She
times.
decided not to come back when
My so-called life.
chick made her wear edible underwear. Does it have to be candy, or can it be something, do they have...
salami?
Yeah, like meat underwear?
It's not Lady Gaga.
Exactly where I was going.
You don't have to. You don't want to have to remove the lining like bologna from your girl's edible underwear.
I bet they could make. You could sew together some underwear out of a nicely sliced bologna.
Of course, you could do that.
Chick, you're eating bologna.
Yeah.
You take that lining off.
Yeah.
Do you scrape the bologna bits off the lining with your teeth? Or do you just throw it away?
I would. Yeah, I could see doing that.
Yeah.
I would have
If you were in a
problem with
prison camp, I could see doing that.
that. Wait a minute. When's the last time you had bologna?
Yeah, no joke.
Mr.
Just last night, I had those dick dogs, whatever you call them.
They're called dick dogs.
Dick dogs?
Dick dogs.
They sure are.
The ones where you wrap them in
Hey, give me, let's see.
dick
You want one? Okay, I'll have a large coffee and some chips
talking
and
about
4 dick dogs.
Dad, can I be done? Finish your dick dogs.
What you wrap in the pastry?
Pigs in a blanket.
Pigs in a blanket. Sorry, I don't know.
Write that one
Help
down.
me, God, if you get the name changed from
I
pigs in a blanket to dick dogs.
I hope the table was set. You came to the table, and your girls and your girlfriend are sitting there. Ooh, dick dogs.
Hard. What are you saying, dick dogs? But Daddy says it. Okay.
We had dick dogs and sushi. It's nice.
Wow, that's quite a...
That is a
My
jump.
Lord.
I know who's eating what.
Well, Hart doesn't like sushi.
You spend all the money for the house? You can't buy groceries? What's going on here?
Hart doesn't like sushi, so we made her the dick dogs.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are great.
Boy, I'd hate to hear what you call sushi.
Gooey fish. Well, I'm sorry. When we come back, we're going to talk with
Claire Danes is an amazing
comedian Greg Warren.
Come to the show.
And I got a nice love letter to someone who saw Greg over the weekend. We'll look forward to talking to Greg. Perhaps we can find out what food he does not eat prior to sex.
Can we just ask
He is so uncomfortable talking about anything sexual. We have to ask him.
Okay, good. I'll soon look forward
Let's
to that.
act like we're not here.
Okay, good.
That's even better.
Also, we missed a sports story.
We did?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Says you.
Well, the part that it's interesting, it says me, but it is indeed sports. We'll get to that, and we have...
Does it involve a ball?
No. Oh, yes, it does, actually, yes.
There is a ball.
Yes, a soccer ball.
All
right.
Do you have that story, Christy?
No, I thought I gave it to Chick.
Okay,
but-
we'll get to it.
I could have
Edited it?
S-canned it.
Yeah.
That could have happened.
You know what? That's perfectly viable. I get that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. Soccer showdown delayed by teams wearing matching socks.
Cool.
I decided. Right,
Yeah.
you are. But Tom can do it. It's a free country.
Okay, coming up.
All right.
Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's all about accessing your treatment, if you will, accessing health care, if you will, by using that thing you've carried around for the last few years. I'm talking about that phone that's also a computer, of course, or maybe your laptop. BetterHelp wants to make accessing therapy a lot simpler. It's a very simple idea that they're executing perfectly. They have more than 30,000 therapists working with them now. You fill out a brief questionnaire, you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists anytime, by the way, no additional charge. And the point of it is you can access the therapy. It's so much easier. You don't have to get in your car, drive somewhere, go to an office, sit around, wonder what's going on. You can do it, of course, with your phone. You can do it with your computer. The way it works is you can do it like a Zoom call, or one of those FaceTime calls, or just talking back and forth with no camera on, or even texting back and forth. It's about empowering you to be the best version of yourself and doing it easily by accessing the therapy in a contemporary manner using, of course, the simple electronics that we're all so used to by now. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today to get 10% off your first month. That's /BT Show part. It knocks that 10% off, so don't forget that. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. I'm talking about BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, there's a soup in Japan that's mostly booze, and we have a unusual animal at a zoo that I'd never heard of before. That is rather interesting, and python farming on the way. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington, and you are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, good morning. I'm Mark Allison, the Bob and Tom Show, heading out on the road. Got a couple.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with it? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Maria, were you a temp? Did you ever?
I was a temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
we do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, oh, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, oh, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. There was week. Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zachanthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry, you'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back to the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That is a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experience. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I did a little. I have issues with authority, you might have.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work, yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people wish birthday, you know.
Yeah,
You know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room. Happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, guys, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, Maya. If you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake? Temp want cake?
Yeah.
They all want
sad.
cake.
Aren't you a history professor?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that? She has one friend from England that's always bragging about their language. We invented your language. You wouldn't have a language if it wasn't for us. Well, you spelled pneumonia with a P, stupid. Nat starts with a G, and you're bragging about that? And she goes, you know what? They're silent. You know what? You better be silent before I stab you in your face with a knife.
Knife? Well, internet porn.
Well, there's
You know, people don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
this is
The Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin's here. Pat, we got a song coming up?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Coming up, I think.
Say hello to Pat.
Oh, there we go. We're trying to hook up with Greg Warren, and I think he's still in his brother's basement. Is that correct, Greg?
Yeah.
Hi, Greg.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Now, Greg, I know you're a native of the St. Louis area, Greg.
Yeah.
And we had a news story this morning about is it called 314 Day? Are you aware of this?
Well, is that something different than Pi Day, or is it?
Yeah. Apparently, it's called 314 Day. I guess that hasn't taken off.
Yeah, no, the two St. Louisans, you and I, we hadn't heard of this. We're aware of the area code.
That's your area code, so they celebrate 314
According to Tom, there's something called 314
Not according to me. It's according to the news story.
I
didn't make it up.
Man, I haven't heard of this thing. I mean, I know that's our area code.
Right. Well, they did a silly thing at the City Museum, Greg. They broke a world record
Yeah, it was cute.
on so-called 314 Day.
Yeah.
What was the record?
Underwear worn on the head. They had 355 people put underwear on their heads and dance to the Village People song, the YMCA song. Great song.
Great song.
Cool dance.
Great song. Yeah. That's going to come back pretty soon. That song's that's.
I think it's a staple. I think
certainly at weddings.
I'd be okay if I never heard it again.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Not me. I think it's one of the touchstones of the disco era. I think it's a classic.
You talk Village People. Talk to me about In the Navy, or you don't. I know you don't know what you're talking.
Oh, is that what about Macho Man? That's a good Chick.
Macho Man. I could have written Macho Man. I don't care for that either.
You don't like Macho Man?
Yeah. Let's see you write Macho Man. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
How dare you?
Did you ever see that movie that they made?
Can't Stop the Music?
Yeah, with the song, Are You Ready for the 80s? Apparently the Village People were not. Funny enough. That's got to be somebody's favorite record, though.
What?
Are you ready for the 80s?
The soundtrack to the movie Can't Stop the Music. I'm sorry, Greg, we were talking about something before we got a hold of you. First, I want to plug your gig coming up. Friday, April 5th and Saturday the 6th, the Funny Bone, Toledo, Ohio, will be rocking. And
pretty excited about that one. That's a good market.
And Josh has since been there and made up for there was an incident. But
I don't know if you can ever quite make up for that, but it was.
I was just going to add, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'd like to think I've somewhat forgiven.
He certainly has
I'm at
been
least
to Toledo.
I'm at least allowed back in that county.
There you go. Yeah, you can go back, and it was a good show you performed, but there's still people that bought tickets that night.
Hocking County?
Well,
you're gonna kill it when you're there, right, Greg?
Oh yeah, I promise. Yeah, no Josh Arnold coming here.
I got a nice letter here from Mr. Randy Wilson, who said he went to see Greg Saturday night. Funny man, kept us laughing for over an hour. We had a great time and laughed the whole time. Thanks for the laughs.
Wilson.
Thank you, Randy. So
That's outstanding.
You had a good show.
Yeah.
Well done, Greg.
Now, we were talking about
Randy Wilson was, Josh, was he from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama?
That's exactly right.
That's a Randy Watson reference.
Randy Watson.
Coming to America.
The wrestler?
Yeah.
So
pretty. No, that's
so
the movie Coming to America.
It's a very silly.
Now, we have a news story here, Greg, about what
Are
foods...
you? We told you not to ask him about this because he's going to be uncomfortable and not talk about it.
Oh, boy.
Go ahead. You've done it now.
It's about sex, Greg, but don't worry, it's not too graphic or anything.
It's about what foods not to eat prior to intimate activities. I said beans. That's not even on the list.
Nope.
Yeah.
Do you have any peculiar habits when it comes to food?
Sexual habits?
I mean, I guess I'd prefer not to really have a full stomach when I'm doing something like that.
Right.
That's a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You old romantic, you. when I'm doing something like that,
that are plowing a field, either one. Now, Greg, you choose a topic every week that you do a so-called deep dive in, and what is what is the topic today, please?
Well, I want to talk about Lucky Charms.
Oh, very nice and very timely. We had St. Patrick's Day yesterday.
St. Patrick's Day. They were introduced 1964 on St. Patrick's Day.
Is that right?
Yeah. General Mills sort of put an edict out to their executives and said, we need to use some of our existing Cheerios and Wheaties technologies to come up with new initiatives. And old John Holohan was a big fan of the candy circus peanuts. You guys know those things?
Sure. My dad loved those. He would claim the staler, the better.
I don't. That's my coach liked those. Yeah, my college wrestling coach. I don't know too many people. They remind me of those. They're similar to that. You remember Ron ate those Boston baked beans all the time?
All the time.
Yeah.
Just in plain cellophane bags.
Yeah. It's like the same kind of candy. Anyways, John got the idea to cut up circus peanuts and put them in Cheerios, and that's basically what Lucky Charms are. Yeah, it's cut up circus peanuts and Cheerios. They, of course, shaped the circus peanuts, the original they're called Marbits.
Marbits.
The original Marbits were pink hearts, yellow moons, orange stars, and green clovers. The only one left of that lineup are the pink hearts.
What?
They don't have green clovers anymore?
No, Christy, what they have is basically a green hat that goes on top of a leprechaun with a clover in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that in the cereal?
It's in the cereal. Yeah, it's one of the marshmallows. Yeah.
One of the Marbits.
You have a 1 in 10,000 chance of finding a 4-leaf clover.
Oh, in real life?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never found
And when
one.
I was a kid, we had a 1 in 20,000 chance of my mother buying Lucky Charms.
Yes.
I agree. I've never had them.
What?
Oh, they're pretty good. I'm eating a few right now.
Really?
They're good.
They eat all the marshmallows out first, and then you have the rest of the cereal. Your mom would yell at you, "You're gonna finish that."
Marshmallows are strictly for s'mores, and that's it. I'm out.
Oh, whatever.
They ran a promotion in 2015 where they had 10 boxes of marshmallows only out there.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this.
Willy Wonka type thing. And for some reason, they hooked up with Biz Markie. The theme was Just a Friend. That seems like an odd thing.
Who's Biz Markie?
He sang that song.
You got what I need.
You say
she's just a friend. You say he's just. It's an interesting way to.
Yeah, the charm was.
What was the connection?
Of a singer.
I don't know. Well, it's an obvious connection. I mean, when you're promoting children's cereals, you want to play a song that talks about the infidelity of your girlfriend.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So yeah, they figured out at I want to go back. They did so well with that 10 boxes of marshmallows only. A couple years later, they did 10,000 boxes.
Wow.
Of marshmallows only. Yeah. My brother's got a bag of marshmallows only up in his cupboard. Actually,
is that right?
Yeah.
Man,
any kind of junk food, it's over here.
Now there have been mistakes made on the line, and we all of course remember "Oops, just berries" or "Oops, all berries." Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
All berries. Yeah.
But I like that they admit the mistake right there on the box. Hey, look, guys, we messed up, and we got to try to sell this.
Some say they turned lemons into lemonade.
That's right. That's right.
So I was trying to do a little homework here while you're talking, Greg. This is disturbing. Pornhub, the pornographic home of...
we know what Pornhub is.
Tube, you'd call it a tube site. Yes.
What is it called?
A tube site. Yeah.
They do research on various days of the year. It'll be like post-Super Bowl, et cetera. St. Patrick's Day search data from last year, leprechaun porn, a 8,000% increase.
What does this have to do with Lucky Charms?
Leprechauns. You got lucky the leprechaun from Lucky
Now, I
Charms.
tried to check it out, and I unfortunately typed in leper porn.
Very different.
Yeah. Then not erotic to me at all.
No. Have you done leprechaun porn?
Oh, jeez.
Wow. That's a little half a thumb.
There's little green parts all over.
Very little. Josh, you mentioned Lucky the Leprechaun. That's his name. He was originally called LC Leprechaun. Sir Charms for a while, too.
Oh, I like Sir Charms.
Sir Charms is good. You guys know his catchphrase, right?
Magically delicious?
Yes.
There you go, Christy.
Yeah.
They're magically delicious.
Sure.
Yeah.
And didn't he used to list the...
Yeah,
Flying
Flying
Clovers,
Clovers.
Pink Hearts.
Yellow
He
Clovers.
lists them all. Yeah. They all have different powers. The actor, the voice actor, was a guy named Arthur Anderson. He was not Irish, and had some other appearances. He played a judge on Law and Order.
Is that right?
You did not want to bring a larceny case in front of that judge. Guilty. You're all thieves. You're all trying to get me Lucky Charms.
Judge, Your Honor, please. This is,
You're guilty. You're guilty. I can see it in your face. You're trying to get me Lucky Charms.
You'll be magically executed.
Magically
All right.
They found out for a while that they in the mid 70s they thought Lucky was not nice enough for children. So they tested a replacement, Waldo the Wizard.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yes, he was a scatterbrained magician. His catchphrase was "Ibble de bibble delicious." Waldo later went on to become Snoop Dogg.
Do you remember Waldo?
I do not remember Waldo.
Well, you wouldn't unless you were in New England. They tested him in New England.
Oh, there you go.
Which my question is, why would you test a nicer mascot in New England? Hey, Waldo, you're a phony. You come any closer with that magic wand, I'm going to smash you in your kneecaps with it.
Yeah, I can't imagine the folks in Boston were happy with that replacement.
No. Waldo didn't last. What they did is they did make Lucky a little nicer.
Yeah, I think it was kind of scary as a kid.
You think so?
Yeah, he looked like that. I'm sure you're familiar with that horror movie. He looked like that guy. Josh.
Oh, okay, yeah. Leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
Played by Warwick Davis, sure.
I had a feeling.
Hey, Greg Warren, did you know that a guy a few years ago they made a beer out of Lucky Charms?
I did not know that.
Smart Mouth Brewing of Norfolk.
Yeah.
They made a beer designed to taste like Lucky Charms.
It seems stupid.
Yeah, they had a special event to celebrate 6.6% ABV beer.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Greg,
6.6 is...
Is it frustrating at all that when you call in with these reports, you've done a lot of research, you call in, it's clear that while you're presenting to us, Tom's doing his own damn research, not listening, trying to find his own.
And not necessarily on the topic that you've brought up.
I think this is interesting.
You know, guys, I hadn't even noticed it. It's Tom's show. I mean, you know.
Well, this is interesting. I mean, there's a beer that tastes like Lucky Charms, and at the end of the
it's not interesting at all. I think there's nothing interesting about it.
At the end of the rainbow, there's an AA meeting, Pat.
Pat! Now I get brought into it. Well, there goes the anonymous.
It almost seems as if you brought up that story to get to that punchline.
I wish I had. I just thought of it. Sorry.
That's kind of how this works.
They found out that if you got to change up the marshmallows, you can't just go with the same marshmallows. So they've been moving them in and out for a while, and they've done some themed marshmallows. They had a winter theme, an Olympic theme, and then a landmarks from around the world marshmallows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had the Liberty Bell, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, no St. Louis Arch.
Oh.
Wow.
Which is a slap in the face. No Sydney Opera House. And if we're talking about landmarks, what about the landmark piece of antitrust legislation, the Seller-Kefauver Act? It was passed to close a loophole regarding asset acquisitions and acquisitions involving firms that were not direct competitors. I mean, you're telling me that wouldn't make an interesting marshmallow for a kid?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's that.
Did you say Estes Kefauver? Is that what you're talking about?
Seller-Kefauver, I believe, is
okay. All right.
Yeah, Celler, Kefauver.
Yeah,
wow.
It's known as the Anti-Merger Act.
Oh, well, that's why we. Of course, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Thank you.
Close some loopholes.
The AMA.
I think, yeah. They've had some pretty cool promotions there. They did Loki Charms in 2021.
What?
Loki?
Oh,
Yeah,
I love Loki.
Yeah, they had some boxes for the Marvel movie. And, well, of course, it sold out in seconds, Christy.
Oh, that's why I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was gone instantly. This, in the early 80s, kids could send away for a Lucky Farming kit and grow their own crops.
Lucky Farms?
Yeah, Lucky Farms.
Huh.
Yeah. How'd you get into farming? I assume it was a family business. No, Lucky Charms.
You can grow marshmallows? I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
Where do you think they come from?
Marshmallow bush. Yeah.
They have a little green clover.
Here comes old
plant.
marshmallow bush.
Wow, that's
sweet as anything.
No, I'm kidding. It tastes like marshmallow.
It's amazing.
What's that oozing?
Unbelievable.
Magically delicious.
I saw this one story. It said 15 Lucky Charms nutrition facts.
Oh.
15.
15. I think you need one.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah.
They're not.
A lot of sugar.
Oh, so much. They didn't used to be frosted. The cereal bits did not used to be frosted.
Right.
They're frosted now?
Oh yeah, they're frosted. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's part of the whole frosted Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious.
That's how they get you to eat them now.
Yeah, I mean, because
back in our day,
marshmallows weren't enough sugar.
Have you eaten any recently?
About 30 seconds ago.
He's been having a handful.
My son yesterday.
Your son ate yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
Oh, you really?
He loves them, yeah. We have them all the time.
They're good, man. They are good. I mean, they got to be terrible for you, but they're real good.
General Mills knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of General Mills, guys, do you know some of the things that they've been responsible for?
No, what?
In addition to, now, I didn't like these guys. I went up against them in the cake mix business. They had Betty Crocker. I had Duncan Hines, and I didn't care for the way they operated, but I will give it up for them. I don't know who's laughing, Pat. They they hoard up the market. They came in at like 69 cents cake mix over Christmas. It was ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Chick, what you do there is you load up the grocery stores for 2 years, and you're not getting a fresh product. Anyways,
that's right.
Yeah. No, but they invented the black box. General
What?
Mills.
Wow.
Yes.
You mean
Yes.
for aircraft, you mean?
For aircraft, yes.
Why?
Well, I mean, it's to find out what happened.
No, but I mean, why was someone in the cereal business inventing aircraft safety devices?
They're in more than cereal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got all
Mills?
kinds of. Yeah, they got all kinds of things going on.
I mean, that's why
They
they're
invented-
general, not specific mills.
I see. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, we're not talking about.
Yeah, these mills are
lieutenants.
very general.
Mills,
We'll make whatever you want in our mill. Cereal, black boxes.
Sadly, we
Sex
have
dolls.
Nerf. They came up with Nerf.
the Nerf
They did-
balls.
Yes, they made Nerf.
Wow.
Yeah. Whenever I think of Nerf, I think of David McVitie. He was moved into our community when we were seniors in high school, and he tried out for the football team, and he wasn't very good. And Coach Washington said, "McVitie, what kind of football experience do you have?" He goes, "Nerf."
You know, that makes sense. Those marshmallows and Nerf, pretty similar.
You're right. You're right, Josh. I didn't think of that.
Well, we got to sign off. Greg Warren, by the way, once again, Friday, April 5th and Saturday the 6th. Funny Bone, Toledo, Ohio. Go see him live and in person and check out his great specials on the TV. Thank you, Greg.
Love you,
Bye,
Greg.
Greg.
Thanks, guys. Nice to see you.
Enjoy your
too.
cereal.
Always love you.
Shove it, Warren.
You know, if you're feeling a little off, it may be because you are off. Your foundation could be offset. Of
course.
That's no good.
You walk around all day.
Yes, and what if you're walking around all day, Christy, with those thin, no working, nothing, zero support given insoles that are in your
I'm
shoes?
probably hurting.
Those liners that just do nothing. Well, check out orangeinsoles.com. Maybe you have back pain, hip pain, knee pain. Orange Insoles offer arch support and a deep cut to properly support your heel, your feet, and therefore your entire body, helping to alleviate that pain. Think of a table. If it wobbles, it probably doesn't have proper support. If you're feeling a little wobbly, it's the same for you. These are great for work boots, sneakers, dress shoes, high heels, golf shoes, you name it. So no matter what footwear you have day in and day out, Orange Insoles may just be your answer to better comfort. Find the right fit for you at orangeinsoles.com when you take their insole quiz. Head to orangeinsoles.com. Free shipping, my friends. Plus, Orange Insoles comes with a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. And there's no cutting required. You don't have to break out the scissors to get to the size you want. No, Orange Insoles come true to size. orangeinsoles.com. Maybe they'll help you out. Check them out, please. Feel better. Do more with orangeinsoles.com.
All right, and Orange Insoles, happy to be part of our special Win $1 Million thing going on right now. Get a perfect bracket up and running. Go to bobandtom.com/contest right now. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio now, two comedians. We are joined by Jimmy Pardo. Also, another guy. It's comedian Chad Daniels. Chad, I understand that you have an injury, that nothing humorous about it, but you look like you're in a little bit of pain.
Broke my tailbone.
Yeah. Did you break it like recently or
a week and a half ago?
Okay.
Tailgating, following too closely?
You can't put a cast on that, can you?
No, you can't. No. I was drywalling. I kept bending over to measure and cut and everything, and I guess my leg muscles were too tight or something like that, and it kept rocking it back and forth till finally it snapped.
What? You didn't even hit it on me.
I didn't hit it on anything. From bending over, and yeah, that's the kind of shape I'm in.
Where's that
Wow.
Never heard of such a thing. Yeah, the doctor said it happens a lot to pregnant women, which was really awesome to hear from your doctor.
Are your breasts tender?
You're the first man for that to happen to.
Was it?
Wow.
It sounds like it was incredibly painful.
It sounds like it is
Yeah,
painful.
my wife actually couldn't sit down for a while. Sympathy pains. What? What?
Nailed it!
Ding, 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 ding,
I thought we said there was nothing funny about this.
Ding, 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 ding,
Wait a minute, hold it. Hey! Yeah!
Hello, Friday morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's time for the air base.
Ooh, here we go.
Come on now. Everybody got her?
This is the guy that perfected it, Jimmy Pardo, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. Hey, hey, what the matter with your head is?
Do you know the lyrics?
Little red ball.
Hey, hey, what's the matter with the guy? Say it again. Hey, hey, what the matter with your head?
Chicken?
Oh, we've got something new.
What happened?
Oh, Lou Reed.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Jimmy Pardo on the air base, ladies and gentlemen.
Like you just don't care. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I go this way.
Oh, now suddenly it's in a stand-up acoustic. Oh, that's new.
Yeah, right?
I like that.
Very nice.
Hold your left hand higher. Remember, it's you. It's not a stand-up cello.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
It's not a stand-up cello.
Got it. That's it. That's it. You ruined it. You ruined everybody's fun.
Sorry.
You ruined everybody's fun.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show is coming. That's right, Rock 105 WKLC bringing us to town with a live broadcast with
special guest Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass to Mouth Horns. Plus, don't forget.
See the word "don't forget"?
No, but it's like half a sentence.
Don't miss an amazing
it's like
comedy
don't
show.
miss amazing.
Start
is a run
over.
word.
Hey, Charleston, it's the Bob and Tom Show. That's right, and our friends from Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live broadcast.
Speech.
Speech.
Speechery. One more time. Here we go. This for sure. Here we go. All right.
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show coming to, yes, your area from Rock 105 WKLC. They're bringing us to town for a live show. Special guest,
Duke Tomato.
You nerds.
Start over. Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass to Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston, or if you come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th, that's a free show. And then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold, and all hosted by yourself.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum bot.
Bravo. That's perfect. All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. Mm-hmm. And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Hunting is huge in Michigan. I don't want to upset any hunters because generally they're very well armed. But I am not a hunter. I don't get the deer hunting thing. I don't understand it. Mainly for this reason. I think it's unfair. The deer hunting season coincides with the deer mating season. Everyone know that? The deer just trying to hook up.
Yeah.
You know, that's not fair. I mean, picture yourself. You're at a bar. It's late at night. Last call. You're sitting there. Somebody sneaks up behind you dressed as a chair.
Right.
Shoot you in the head. That's not fair. It's not fair at all.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a polar bear. Now, what you do is you go cut a hole in the ice. Right. And then you take little peas and you place them strategically 4 inches apart all the way around the hole.
Right.
And a polar bear will crawl up and he'll look at it, and very much curiosity is what is going on there. Now, when he bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face. Amen.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. And here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much. I thought we would check in with Christy Lee at the news desk, and then we'll check in with Ace Cosby with that Ace Cosby joke of the day.
I'll
Christy,
hold my breath.
What have you got over there?
Mr. Shigeichi Negishi,
That
the
sounds
inventor
like
of
you're-
karaoke.
It sounds like you're talking to a baby.
Shigeichi Negishi, the inventor of karaoke, has passed away. His daughter, Arasumi Takano, said her father died from natural causes January 26th.
I would have
after
guessed
a fall.
murder. You invented karaoke?
Yeah.
Bam.
Mr. Negishi was in his 40s when he came up with the idea of prototyping a mass-produced, coin-operated karaoke machine.
I want to present something that I don't want to be a problem, but I actually honestly have a question.
Yes, please.
If you're an attorney and you happen to be Asian, what if your name's Sosumi?
Wow.
That'd be great.
Would you like capitalize on that?
Oh, sure.
Man, I would hope they would, yeah.
Yeah. That would be, like put it on the letterhead and
Mr. Sosumi?
Mr. Sosumi. He's a badass. He'd have, yeah.
Oh, he'd be on all over TV?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Sosumi. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the... When you got a problem, don't ask, sue me. I'm Dave Sosumi.
Dave Sosumi.
Mr. Negishi's box was branded the Sparko box after a colleague at his consumer electronics assembly business ran into in Tokyo criticized his singing. His business dissolved in 1975, and he never secured a patent for his invention.
Oh, no.
The Sparko box employed 8-track cassette tapes of commercially available instrumental recordings with the lyrics provided in a paper booklet. So it was obviously a
Early version.
early version of this.
Yeah, Sparko box.
You'll never find. Oh,
sounds like something in a robot hooker. Well, got a problem with
what's
the
your
Sparko box.
what's your go-to karaoke song? Do you have one?
I do not. Do you?
Oh, sure. It begins and ends with Pearl Jam, and I can't remember the song right now.
Even Flow?
No, not
Black?
Even Flow. No, it's
Jeremy
Footsteps.
Spoken?
Pearl Jam.
Oh, wow.
Footsteps.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. Don't even think stuff like that. Oh yeah.
You can do a pretty good one, I think.
Oh yeah.
Pat, do you have a go-to
kill it.
karaoke song back in the
I
day?
don't
Would
do
you?
karaoke, no.
Oh, you
really?
don't?
Yeah.
Why not?
You're the only good singer in the room.
Wait a
I
minute.
beg your
Yeah,
pardon.
and Ace is an amazing singer.
Oh,
Look at
sorry.
Ace.
I'm sorry.
Ace.
Very rude.
I forgot about.
Genuinely.
Sorry, Ace. Do you have Ace? What is your go-to karaoke song?
I've only done it once, and it was a long time ago. I don't.
Well,
What would you like to? What would you choose if we had it right now?
Wow. Come back to me.
Okay. Josh? No, I forgot. Josh was a member of
Very good singer.
the Sparkling. What was it called? The
Premier, please.
Premier.
Yes.
Your high school a cappella band.
No, show choir. A little respect.
Show choir.
Dancing and singing. At the same time.
Did you? Is karaoke big in Korea when you were there?
Huge. Yeah.
Did you go up there and do
a
that?
ton. We would go all the time.
What was your song?
I'd like to sing Brandy.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're a fine girl.
Marcy Playground, Sex and Candy.
That's a good song, yeah.
One.
Could you give us a little bit of Sex and Candy?
Well, that's not the way karaoke works. You need the song behind him.
Boy, I can't. I'm trying to think of the first lines.
I like sex and candy.
Well, yeah, sure. The chorus was coming to mind, but
Yeah, you do.
hang around.
Hanging
downtown by myself, and I've got so much time.
Not really very dynamic. You're not really.
Well, it doesn't.
It's
Not a cappella
to be
singing.
just to be
It's-
forced to do it.
I like to do
joylessly.
karaoke, where you sing like Jerry Lewis.
Oh yeah.
Ryman, I like sex and candy, those nice knockers.
You've never done karaoke, have you?
Hanging around
downtown by myself.
Here we go.
See, I need the teleprompter there. I don't think about myself, and then there she was.
Nice.
Yeah, I really
No, did the Korean ladies dig it when you got up there?
loved it. Oh yeah. Sliding off their benches.
Did you dance around as you did it?
I would do some movements.
I smell sex and
candy.
What does your karaoke go-to song?
I don't really. I've never done it at all.
You've never done it?
I don't think so.
The kids don't have a karaoke machine at home? I can't believe that.
Well, they can. They're great. They have a good time. But
Oh.
no,
You don't jump in there and,
no.
Maybe we should have Godwin jump in.
hey, yeah,
Do you have a
Pat.
song, Pat?
I have a tribute, yeah.
To karaoke?
Of sorts, yeah. What could ruin such a pleasant scene? It's more annoying than a drunk Marine. What's louder than a busted muffler on a souped-up car? What's irritating when you're trying to think? Oh, you know what sucks? When you just want to drink. It's karaoke night at your local bar. If I want to hear a drunk guy butcher Billy Joel, I'll go to a Billy Joel show.
Hey.
Not everyone's Mariah or Daryl Hall. Some folks were meant just to work at the mall. Pearl Harbor was bad, but the Japanese have gone too far. Oh, I'd rather take a pool cue right in the eye than hear some wasted dude sing American Pie. It's karaoke night, yeah, at my local bar. Who is this American Idol wannabe? Thinking he could sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Please pick a key. If I hear one more version of Friends in Low Places, some local cowboy's gonna need some braces. You ruin Uptown Funk and I'm gonna go and key your car. No Delta Dawn or I want a new drug. One more Love Shack and I'm pulling the plug. It's karaoke night and you are not a star. Oh, it's karaoke night at my local bar.
That was very nice, man. Thank you very much.
I think karaoke night's fun.
Very fun.
I love it.
Whether they're good or bad.
Right. I think it's cool that people even have the
Can you
balls
sing?
to get up there. You know I can't sing, but I like going.
So
It's
what
fun.
what song do you
I
have?
usually
put up?
do Hit Me With Your Best Shot. That's an easy one.
Oh, fun.
Pink, anything from her. I can sing in that
Okay.
key, I guess. But
So, anyways, the guy that invented karaoke is deceased.
yeah, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the Japanese,
I guess tonight they've asked all karaoke places to put their mic stands at half staff. Sing on your knees. Get down.
You have somehow today you have stepped in it too many times.
even for you.
I think the poor guy. How old was he?
Old.
Old. Okay.
91.
91. Wow.
No,
he was
100.
Okay.
100.
Yes.
Well,
There's
it was
gonna be
time for him to go.
at the funeral, Josh. There'll be a sign-up sheet.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And you go up there and you have to read part of the eulogy off a teleprompter. Okay. What's happening when we come back, Christy Lee?
Well, we have a soup made with alcohol. We have vag rejuvenation.
Vag.
Yeah. We have python farming in the news.
All right. Okay. Very good. We'll look forward to all those stories. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just
Miami, Cincinnati, Boston. I mean, it's
I got you. But no Houston?
no Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
What
Whatever.
But he wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston all their noise. If you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Oh, there. Houston. Oh, there. Houston.
I wish we did all of a sudden a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral.
Sign up. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936. Beatles. That's so. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston. Houston. Hello there.
Happy summer solstice, everyone. Longest day of the year.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right. Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. You've heard and seen the Say Yes to Michigan commercials, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, there's a billboard in Indiana. In fact, there are a lot of them. An Indiana billboard company has launched a war between the states by erecting a billboard that says, "Shut up, Art."
Yes. Oh.
No, it says, "Say no to Michigan."
I see.
It says, "Say no to Michigan. Wander Indiana first." Michigan tourism officials are taking the slogan war in stride, but some Michigan residents are not amused. They've even complained to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. Travel officials in Indiana say they have nothing to do with the billboard. On the other hand, they're not terribly upset about it either. Josephine Hickman, president of the Hoosier Outdoor Advertising Company, admits her billboard design pokes fun at Michigan, but she says there are Say Yes to Michigan signs posted all over northern Indiana, and Hoosiers' feelings are hurt.
Hey, we're a fun place. What can we say?
Elsewhere in the news, Governor Milliken has signed a major supplemental spending bill containing more than $260 million.
For JML News, I'm Art Bishore. No, you're Tom Griswold.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not. Smarties News is brought to you by Auto Glass Specialists in Gaylord, Cadillac, and Iron Mountain. For fast, professional Batoski, it's partly sunny, and 64. JML News time is 7:57.
Tuesday morning, everybody.
Well, Tom, one thing I want to say is, first of all, your dick is bigger than this microphone.
Well, is it my turn to talk? Because yours is smaller than this cigarette. So we'll just go from there.
Thank you.
Got to get some news, Art, so I have to cut short. I got to go in the air in 5 minutes here. Oh, Jackie O. Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Oh, I love her.
Suit?
Suit.
Right. Okay. We had fun on the air here today. Tom is from beautiful Cleveburg.
No, Shaker Heights, Ohio. Tom Griswold recently worked in Florida radio, also worked in Petoskey radio right across the way at McDonald Broadcasting. Had a great time and really learned my stuff there.
Thanks for the staff, Trish, by the way.
Hi to the folks in Daytona Beach. Get a sunburn from
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
That just means hello, you moron.
Yeah, listen. Hold on. Yeah, boy.
What was that?
The Russian wolfhound. He's very hungry.
Russian wolfhounds get really big, don't they?
Who knew? You've seen him. He was cute little puppy when we bring him up.
Wow. What is the name of your doggy?
Our dog?
Yes.
Well, now we call him Foamy.
Foamy. Foamy the Russian wolfhound.
And a fresh version of the New Testament Bible aims to appeal to girls by being designed to look like a teen magazine.
Here we go.
Revolve from Nelson Bibles is made up of 400
Wow.
glossy color pages and contains the entire New Testament, but
That'll be great.
also
Oh, look, here's another chapter. No more fun.
contains articles written in the style of teen magazines.
Mary's lip gloss.
Including quizzes like, are you dating a godly guy?
How to suck the fun out of life.
Answers to questions such as, if God made pot, why can't I smoke it?
Was it a Bible or just a religious magazine?
No, it's a Bible. It's got the entire New Testament in it.
Okay.
Written around these articles.
No, headlines, Jesus resurrected, stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, thank you very much, Christy. Sounds
7 deadly sins. Yeah, I've seen that.
No more 10 commandments. 6 you can handle. You know, stuff like that. Just the 6 that you can get by on.
6 for now.
That's right. Worry about the other 4 later.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with
I
him.
couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The side of the road to get assistance.
Now you know what it's like.
Welcome back. I wish you knew a little bit more what it was like. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room.
Leprechauns eat soap.
Josh Arnold.
Tom's contending the leprechauns eat soap.
Why do they eat soap, Tom?
I don't know. It's an old Irish thing. Right, Pat?
Irish Spring?
Never heard that.
Ace Cosby's here.
An old Irish thing.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
There's no joke here?
No, I just thought, isn't that
They
true?
don't eat soap.
Isn't that true?
They have real bad breath. How about that?
Oh, my Lord in heaven. Hey, look.
Are the Keebler elves technically leprechauns?
No, they're not.
They're not?
They're just elves. Elves. Yeah, they're not leprechauns.
There's a difference?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Do you think all the elves that help Santa are
Also
leprechauns?
yeah.
Is that what you think? That's what you think.
You got elves, sprites,
Snow White.
leprechauns.
Snow White and the Leprechaun.
Fairies?
You do have those?
Well, now, fairies is a whole different thing.
Speaking of which.
Oh. I look up and I see in the big screen, it's comedian, it's comedian Reno Collier. I'm going to buy that lamp from you, Reno, just so I can throw it into the dumpster.
I like that lamp. I think it's very understated.
I made a comment about it and got... my wife's going to kill you.
Tom and I agree on nothing. That's the ugliest lamp I've ever seen.
It looks like something my grandmother
That's what a
had.
lamp is supposed to look
It
like.
looks like a bong.
It doesn't look like a
How do you know
bomb.
it's not? Look, my wife spent a lot of money on that lamp, and every time you rip on stuff, I can't maneuver my camera so it doesn't hit something that you don't make fun. My wife's like, "Why does he hate my lamp? You hated the picture that looks like the picnic table with the ketchup."
Yeah,
I already got that moved out of the way.
I like the lamp, Reno.
Fill that lamp up with pickled eggs and call it a day, okay?
That is, oh, God, I wish that were possible.
To fill it with pickled eggs?
Oh, he has a gag for his wife. She comes up one day and says, "Wait a second, honey, there's something inside my lamp. They're pickled eggs." Chick made me do it.
Have you ever seen anybody come in and eat a pickled egg out of one of those jars?
No.
Man,
Oh, yeah, the night shift guys when I used to bartend.
Yep, I've seen it one time. Good. Yes. Oh, my Lord.
That's a brave thing to do.
How long do those things stay in there?
Long time.
Until somebody eats
The
them.
eggs? Oh, eternity.
I mean, are they
Eternity.
Yeah.
They're okay forever?
Well, for a while.
I don't know. They'd sit there. I mean, only one guy would eat them, and it was like once a week. And then they'd sit in there. I mean, we'd look at it, and they'd change color, and there's different stuff floating around in it.
Oh, boy.
I would assume they would cause some kind of just wicked flatulence.
I would assume.
I mean, eggs are bad enough. But,
Sorry, honey, I got the pickled egg farts. That sounds terrible.
Yeah. Well, Reno, what's happening in your life these days?
Just knocking it out on the road. Had some good show, great show in Abbeville. And then this week I'm going to the St. Louis Funny Bone. And then Willie and I are going to be at the Brown County Playhouse in Nashville, Indiana on the 29th and on the 30th at the Redmore in Cincinnati, Ohio.
All right.
That sounds good.
Yeah, man. And I got a country fried take, too, if you want to hear it.
I'm anxiously awaiting it. Ready to go.
Let's go. So we all know or are supposed to know that lying is bad, but we all do it. There's that moment in a conversation where your mind says, I could tell the truth, but a lie would divert the confrontation, make myself look better, or keep me out of trouble. And you all know the old adage, do I look fat in this? Now, on one hand, if she does, and you're honest, you're not going to have sex for a week. But if you lie, it makes her feel good. So what's the right thing to do? Hurt her feelings or speed up the process so you can finally go get something to eat, right? It's a tough one. And sometimes we respond in conversations with phrases like, to tell you the truth, which sounds like you're saying, if I don't say that, everything else I say is BS. Now, I'm an alcoholic, and we are the greatest liars of all time. My problem was I'd get so drunk, I'd actually start telling the truth. I remember my ex-wife asking me how many beers I'd had, and I'd try to lie. I'm like, I don't know, 2 for 17. Ah, God. When did you start drinking? When you got here? Now, I can assure you the truth can cost you in that situation. But if you can't man up and be honest, maybe it's something you shouldn't be doing. And it used to feel like most things you heard were true. And now it feels like nothing is because there's no repercussions for lying. People lie about their weight, height, hair color, income, private parts, accomplishments, and stroll on through life like it's all good. And we're swamped daily, with little lies. You see commercials on TV with a family. There's a white dad, a black mom, and an Asian kid. All right, let's be honest. That can't happen. They might have stolen that kid. We need to get him back to his real parents, And if he's adopted, it should be a commercial for an adoption agency, not herpes medicine.
I haven't seen that commercial.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And corporations lie constantly. They advertise for employment at fast food restaurants as these young, smiling, happy kids that are going to give their employees college scholarships while they work hard in a fun, safe environment. Then you go online and watch videos of customers ripping the kiosk out of the floor, throwing it over the counter. Then you see nothing but wigs ripped off, flying flip-flops, and torn up pajamas. All over someone getting shorted one nugget in a sauce packet. These poor people aren't getting money for college. The money goes to new flooring tile and signs that say, hey, the ice cream machine's still busted. Now, I think the most dangerous lies come from social media. Since we were kids, we were told that we learn by reading. So we read and think we're learning. I was cutting my grass and my 75-year-old neighbor came over and asked, did you hear? Damn it, my mom's texting. Did you hear about the? All right. I was cutting my grass. Damn it, Mom. I was cutting my grass. She texts and she's like, I hear you on the radio. I know. that we learn by reading. So, damn it. And we think we're learning. I was cutting my grass, and my 75-year-old neighbor came over and goes, hey, did you hear about that cannibal gang in Haiti that's coming over here? This guy barbecues their leader. I'm good with people coming to this country, but they can't eat us. Now, I had to look this up, and I don't know what the truth is about the whole story, but it really is. There's a guy named Barbecue that took over the Haitian government.
That's correct.
And they really call him Barbecue. Now, as far as eating people, I mean, I guess if a guy's name is Kick You in the Nuts, he's probably going to kick you in the nuts. But my neighbor's really worried. He went on to say, do you know how fat and juicy we look as Americans to someone from Haiti? I don't want someone putting voodoo and sauces on me.
Your neighbor's very well informed, very well read.
Which proves that even stories with partial truths are partial lies. Now, for some reason, my lies are usually just weird things to change the trajectory of a conversation. I told a lady at Publix that I make homemade raisins. Turns out she knows my wife and asked her how I do it. Now, my point to all this is all lies have some kind of repercussions and at the very least cause confusion. The truth can hurt, but in most cases, it's the right thing to do. And since there's lies surrounding us, maybe being honest has become more authentic than ever. The truth comes out anyway, so I say, be different, tell the truth. Anyway, that's what I learned throughout my astronaut training. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my country fried take.
Yeah, hey, tell your mom that that barbecue dude from Haiti wants to take her out on a date.
I love you, Mom, but for God's sake, please.
I heard Reno on the radio.
You're doing good, son.
I hear you right now. My app works. App works.
I bet your mom hates that lamp. Okay.
No, she loves the lamp.
Okay. Thank you very much, Reno.
See you, Reno.
Love you guys.
All
Have
right.
a great week. Come check out me and Willie in Nashville, Indiana, and in Cincinnati, Ohio.
All right. Very good idea. Now, if you're listening to the show like Reno's mom, I hope you're listening on those Raycon earbuds. That's the best way to hear us.
That's exactly right. Raycons offer amazing audio quality at around half the price of other premium audio brands. And there are tens of thousands of five-star reviews. Raycon's optimized gel tips are designed to fit every ear ever made. Maybe you're out walking the dog or taking a run or planting flowers. Raycons are up to the challenge with 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, seamless Bluetooth syncing, and you can enjoy features like easy-to-use earbud tap functions for being on the phone, noise isolation, and awareness mode. Raycon has it all. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. Get 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Don't forget they've got those full coverage headphones, perfect for the kids if you're going on spring break. They'll be in the back seat, nice and quiet, watching their stuff and listening quietly with those Raycon headphones. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. When we come back, we have soup with booze in it.
Yep.
We have a soccer story, a little update for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here, and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass-Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston or D, come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th. That's a free show. And then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie Griswold.
All hosted by Tom and Christy. Tickets on sale now, and they're going fast.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Today we're going to do a cover, the only cover that we do.
Yeah. Oh, good.
The entire program, but we'd like to play something for you dedicated to something that's been in the news this past week.
All right. Look forward to it.
I think everybody's been surprised about it, and this is a song that explains how I feel about it.
Okay.
They're both ashamed of what they did. At least that's what the paper said. They walk all day because they're always on the prowl. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them whores. They're both pros at what they do, and both require special shoes of each of their heads going down in the caddy. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them whores.
Doing them whores.
Neither of them's made a peep, and fire hydrants don't come cheap. Be careful when you're out there chasing tail. You could wreck your truck and cut your head, but the number one lesson ever said, no matter what you do, don't leave voicemail. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him, and the odds are pretty slim that you won't see him with any more hoes.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
More
Lucky numbers.
Man, if that weren't funny, I'd be so mad.
I was playing in Miami, and RuPaul was real big at the time, and a lot of the staff was gay at the club, and they were going to go at like 3 in the morning to this huge gay bar to see RuPaul, and I was like, all right, I'll go. And so I go down there. I mean, it's like 2,000 people. And mostly gay men, and I'm sitting there by the record machine, and the ugliest guys there hit on me. I mean, ugly pimples, fat guys. I'm like, you know what?
Gay people drink too.
You were at 2 in the morning pull, man.
Man, he looks good.
Just the fact that you went, okay, I'll go.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller.
Oh, man.
Welcome Welcome back.
That was my fault.
The Bob and Tom Show. How are you? Here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a palate cleanser. I think after our last experience, what better way to cleanse the palate than with a nice joke from Ace Cosby.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
I was at the zoo yesterday. I noticed they had a piece of toast in one of the cages.
Well, that's odd.
I learned it was bred in captivity.
Bread in captivity.
That was Ace Cosby's joke.
That's a great joke. I liked it.
Bread in captivity. See, it's toast in the zoo.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's captive.
Man, chick, quit laughing.
He's laughing on the inside. That was an excellent joke.
You'll get it on the way home.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of zoos, the San Diego Zoo announced the birth of a baby dick-dick.
A what?
A dick-dick?
The dick-dick is the world's smallest species of antelope. The zoo said the female calf, born to parents Chloe and Shaggy, was dubbed Abada, which means flower, and what's the word?
Emirates?
Amharic.
Amharic?
Amharic.
an Ethiopian Semitic language.
It has
and
one horn on its forehead. It's all veiny. You've seen it.
The dick.
It's spelled D-I-K. No.
Yes, D-I-K. Dick.
Dick.
I thought they were trying to ban Dick. Oh,
that's Dick,
something else.
That's Dick Doc.
That's
Oh, wait a minute.
Does Dick have a doc? A Dick doc? Wow. Dick doc?
Give your dog a bone.
Did you see the pictures?
No, I didn't see the pictures.
Yeah, they don't have a cage for the new Dick, so they're keeping it in the men's room.
Well, that's
usually where you keep them. Pat, you keep your Dick in the men's room.
It's always with me.
Okay. All right.
Wait, is it Dick or Dick Tick?
Dick.
D-I-K.
Oh, okay.
D-I-K.
It's D-I-K.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you
And
think
this
we
is a
were
baby
saying?
one, so
I thought it was Dick Tick.
no.
No, that's what they used to do at AAA. They'd give you a Dick.
A triptych? Okay.
Triptych?
Yeah, no, Dick. It's D-I-K, new word. Right, it's two words, right?
Yes.
D-I-K, new word, D-I-K.
Yes,
All right.
it is.
And so this is a baby one, so it's, they got big ads say, come see our little Dick.
Oh, yeah. Dick. Is it cute, Christy?
I honestly have not seen it. I'll
little
look it up
dick?
for you.
Well, it's like a little antelope.
Well, that's what it is.
But I mean, it's even the big ones are little ones.
You think antelope eat cantaloupe?
They do in little books.
Well, one can hope.
Oh, it's a cute little thing. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Christy likes the Dick. It's adorable.
Isn't it
She
adorable?
likes the Dick.
It looks kind of like a
little baby.
baby deer, kind of with
Yes.
pointy ears.
Yes.
It's got some junk in the trunk, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he does
Now,
have a little butt.
This one spells Dick with a dash.
Ah.
So if you'd like a dash of Dick.
I'm sure it's supposed to have a dash. We just didn't have it in our story.
Okay. A dash of Dick. Okay.
All right.
A new study finds python farming could offer a more sustainable source of meat.
No, thank you.
You don't want a sustained meat source in python?
I don't want to find out that the python farm down the road, I mean, when chickens escape, big deal. You get a couple dead chickens to the side of the road. I don't want a Amber Alert for a 30-foot python
The
that's been
python's
roaming
eating the
neighborhood.
chickens. You don't have to worry about it.
Aren't they going to have to do something about the snake population in Florida?
Well, they're trying.
They can't.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing the best they can.
They're going to have to.
They're getting, a few hundred a year, and they're multiplying by the tens of thousands.
Yeah, would you go outside at night in Florida and walk around in a dirt road?
Not in the Everglades.
I'm not afraid of a python. They're not venomous, really. They don't,
Well,
They're not going to come after you.
They'll bite you. It'll hurt, but not much. Yeah.
Researchers who
Are they
studied
going to squeeze you till you can't breathe?
Well, I wouldn't let it.
And they squeeze your balls, right? The ball python.
Oh, yeah.
Until you let go.
Researchers who studied farms in Southeast Asia for reticulated and Burmese pythons said the snakes reproduce rapidly even when food is not abundantly available.
That's because
yes,
they eat people.
Study co-author Patrick Aust told ABC News that the reptiles also offer high-quality protein. He said the field dressing of a python produces 2 enormous slabs of white meat, very similar to a chicken fillet.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm only going to get range-fed pythons.
Well, sure. Yeah, you want.
You don't want
free
farm
range.
I don't want farm-raised python.
Right, free range.
Yeah, sure.
Well, about the free range, you know what they're eating. They could be eating your neighbor.
Well, mice and such.
You can make, I guess they'd make really cool boots, but they think people would actually eat python.
I told this story before. There was a new grocery store in town, and one of the first weeks they were open, I went in, and they had python in the meat.
And it was recognizable as python.
It said python meat. Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Oh, I saw. They did that fast food place, Steak and Shake.
That was cute. I liked it.
You know what? That was cute.
Yeah, I could have gone with Snake Shack.
Uh-huh. Oh, they have a good product, too.
It was infinitely better than Bread in Captivity. I can tell you that.
Oh, I love that show. I have you ever eaten snake, Josh?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Should we have Mrs. Hooker make some up for us? She
Whip us up some python?
No.
I mean, you really want Jess to have to do that?
There's I know where you can get it.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
You have a python lady?
You have a python guy.
No, there's a couple different stores where you can get stuff like that.
Python lady's very funny for those of you who listen to the show regularly. You know he has a pie lady.
Pie lady,
Cake
lady, python lady. Would you, if we got her to get some, would you eat it?
I don't know. How would you prepare a python?
I don't think I would.
I'd make a pot python.
I don't.
Oh, nice.
Not chicken or beef.
You want some snake pot pie?
Snake pot
Chicken
pie.
pot pie.
Although I do love it. I do love a pot pie.
Well, sure.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. What,
chicken-
a soup
chicken
with a
pot.
lid? Isn't that what
Oh,
somebody...
you have a pot pie lady.
I do.
too.
have a pot pie.
Soup with a roof.
Oh, yeah. Cute.
Yeah. A library in Massachusetts is waiving its fines in exchange for cute cat photos.
Josh.
Are you kidding me?
Are we keeping you up?
Let me see if I can find my cutest cat photo.
The Worcester Public Library announced that through the end of March, people who have lost or damaged a borrowed item can bring in a photograph, drawing, or magazine clipping of a cat and get their library card reactivated.
Oh, this one's so cute.
Dubbed March Meowness.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
The program allows the system of 7 branches to forgive members of the community who misplaced a book and never went back to avoid paying for it.
Look at little gravy here, Christy.
Oh,
Let me
that's
see
so
that's your little kitty
sweet.
gravy. Let's see.
The initiative has
Okay.
already generated
What do you mean,
hundreds of
okay?
returns. And the library is sharing the cat photos.
You know,
on
someone's
its
going to come in
Facebook
that's
page.
confused about this. Hey, can I get my library card back? Sir, we said pussy cat.
There's a picture of my
Although,
wife.
that was a very nice photograph. Pussy cat, sir.
Not
She's she's quite naked, isn't she?
Oh, boy. That's
that is a
He's quite naked.
that is a clam close up.
mother of 8, I'm guessing.
Yeah, what is it? Meow. What is it?
March Meowness.
March Meowness. Oh God, that's hilarious.
Authorities in upstate New York seized a large alligator that was being kept illegally in a swimming pool.
I feel bad for this guy.
The 750-pound, 11-foot-long reptile was taken from a home in Hamburg, New York. According to the State Department of Environmental Conservation, the home's owner kept the 30-year-old alligator in an in-ground pool and allowed people, including kids, to get into the water with it.
Including kids.
Yep.
Kids swim with the gator.
But this gator, he built a special addition to his house.
The animal, by the way, this gets worse. The animal was suffering from numerous health issues, including blindness,
So you can't see the kids before he eats them.
and was sent to a licensed caretaker until a permanent solution can be
I
found.
think this guy was probably doing something.
I've heard reptiles sense the smells real bad, though. So
Tony Cavallero told the Associated Press that the alligator named Albert had been with him since the 1990s, and he promised to fight for its return. Cavallero said he treated the alligator like it was his child and that he would never put anyone in danger. I feel sorry for this guy.
put a diaper on it. I would dress it and walk it downtown on its hind legs.
What's the name of the gator? I'm sorry.
His name is Albert.
Okay. Albert ate my monkey butler. Other than that, he's okay.
I still haven't gotten over that. We came up with a great TV idea.
Monkey butler?
Monkey butler.
I'd watch it.
And it would have to be presented live.
You saw Nope, right?
You see, this guy was...
Butler, bring me my smoking jacket, and that would be your show. He's come in with his...
I would watch it.
Yeah, sure.
This guy was caring for the alligator.
Yes.
Poor thing.
30 years, that's a long time.
Have you
How
seen
long?
the picture? It's gigantic.
Yeah, 11 feet,
Yeah, but you can't
750
have
pounds.
the children swimming with it.
Well, no,
Hey,
but
listen,
they
do
could-
you want to make Marco Polo a lot more challenging? Hey, I mean, that kicks it up a notch when you got a live gator in the pool.
Well, we were having a good time until Albert put Timmy in the death roll.
Well, at 30, he'd probably just be a death spin.
And by the way, Albert, you're 30. Leave the house. You got to get your own place.
How old do alligators live to be?
About 102.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. They're
Yeah.
the turtles of the Everglades.
The Food and Drug Administration in the news today, they're warning consumers of deceptive claims being made about the purported benefits of so-called vaginal rejuvenation. The FDA warned that laser and ultrasound equipment used by some companies do not actually tighten vaginal muscles, increase sexual pleasure, or alleviate pain during sex.
What does the FDA know?
The agency said it received complaints of vaginal burns, scarring, chronic pain, and other damage following the use of these unapproved devices. They're urging the public not to seek out these procedures.
I mean, is that these are being done by legit doctors, or is this some guy in the back of a van in Miami?
Yeah, I mean, don't go to that guy.
Well, I've got
Hi, everybody.
I've got the handheld laser.
I'll rejuvenate any vagina for $29.95.
Have you seen my ad on the bus?
Sir, you're just pointing a laser pointer at my vagina and taking pictures with a Polaroid camera.
You never mind.
I'm Dr. Steve.
I don't think this is doing anything.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So this is the FDS?
FDA.
Oh, sorry.
FDS was a feminine hygiene deodorant.
Have you seen commercials for this?
No.
For the vaginal
Rejuvenation?
They use a laser?
Sure.
Yes.
Tighten up the old peen sheath.
That's where I put my soul.
Where your sword goes, boy.
What are they doing down there with a laser?
I don't know.
Chrissy, do you know people that have had this done?
I do not. I have a lot of friends who've had a lot of work done, but none of that. If they've done it, they've never admitted to it.
They don't need to fix up the old meat sock.
No.
But what would the laser do? You trimming off bits of it? Like remember in Goldfinger when
It's not a room.
James Bond is... No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Yeah. Is it a
they've got the laser going right for the nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Autotrader.com has discovered which musical artists help you concentrate better behind the wheel.
All right.
Now, for the study, participants took a series of hazard perception tests while listening to songs from 20 popular artists. Artists. I'm still in Ireland. The findings indicate the top 10 best artists to listen to while driving are... None of these Tom listens to, I guarantee.
All right.
Number 10, the 1975.
I like them. They have a great song called Chocolate.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
What's
do.
this about? What?
Were you not paying attention?
10 bands what?
The
to help
top
you.
best artists to listen to while driving for concentration.
Oh, okay.
They're a good band.
Yeah, they are.
They do have one great song out there. I'm more
Never heard of
many.
Number 9, Harry Styles.
Oh, sure. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
My girls love
Couldn't
him.
name one song.
Nope.
Sure, I
Watermelon?
could. Watermelon, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
honestly
Watermelon
couldn't.
sugar.
Sure.
I don't know that I know it.
I like that Niall Horan.
He's good, too.
He's
Number 8, the
he's
Foo
the
Fighters.
Chick McGee of the
Another British fop.
Direction.
Foo Fighters?
One Direction.
He's the Chick McGee of the One Direction band.
What is it? What?
The Foo Fighters are number 8.
Okay. Well,
Beyonce, number 7.
Never heard of her.
Number 6, The Weeknd. Boy, if this list is correct, my kids are the best, most concentrated drivers on the road.
This music makes you focus more?
Right?
Your kids are girls.
Yeah.
Out of everything.
Number 5,
Out of all the music in the world, this is it.
Well,
I know. What?
Out of 20 different popular artists. Number 5, BTS. That makes me want to drive off the road. Number 4, Billie Eilish. Number 3, Eminem.
Very good.
Number 2, Ariana Grande, who has a number 1 song right now. And number 1, Drake.
I like Ariana Grande Supreme. It's where they just put sour cream and tomatoes on it.
I like Areola Grande.
Oh, you like a large.
A little sour cream on that boob?
Yeah, busting it out.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't know Drake if you walked in here.
You wouldn't?
No. Isn't he?
Both Bach and Megan Thee Stallion led participants to fail their tests.
Who's Bach?
I don't
like
know.
Johann Sebastian?
I guess. That just says Bach.
Huh.
No, it's like he's used to be in Moby's band, Bach.
Used to be in Moby's band, Bach.
Bach, yeah.
I listen to Bach.
I don't get
Why
it.
would
Help
Bach
me, help
cause
me.
you not to be able to concentrate?
I'm just lying. It's all right.
I know Justin Timberlake was bringing sexy Bach.
Oh, very good. Oh, that's funny. I like
You're
that.
like a
Bringing
drowning
sexy
man.
Bach. That's very good. They got a naked thing of Bach with the weird hair. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Most of these, I would concentrate on trying to change the channel. I think that would be my focus.
Yeah, I would think.
Thank you very much. But right now, what's happening over there? Well, it's all about your feet and about structure, and about keeping your knees great by getting everything from the bottom up.
People, let me tell you about your insoles.
Oh, please do.
Man, right now, if you've got that thin, lame, do-nothing liner in your shoe, you're getting zero support. You know that.
Limp.
Very limp, like a lasagna noodle or a slice of bologna. Well, OrangeInsoles.com has the answer for you. Maybe you're suffering from some back pain, hip pain, knee pain. It's because your foundation is off. Go to OrangeInsoles.com. They can help you out. They offer arch support and a deep cut to properly support your heel, your feet, and thusly your entire body or person. Do you like when people refer to their body as my person?
No.
Well, I do. Helping to
Really?
alleviate that pain.
When you say my person, it sounds like, well, I have the sidekick. I call him my person.
Think of a table. If it wobbles without proper support, well, you know, get a new one. But you can't get new feet necessarily. You need help. So perhaps Orange Insoles is the place for you to visit, because you can take that insole quiz they have. You just answer a few questions about your feet, send in some pictures of your soles and your curvy arch. Oh, no, that's a different website. Go to orangeinsoles.com today. That's orangeinsoles.com. Free shipping they have on all their products. Plus, Orange Insoles come with a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. No cutting required. You're going to get these true to size, so that's good. OrangeInsoles.com may just be your answer for alleviating a lot of that discomfort you're having because your foundation isn't strong. Feel better, do more with Orange Insoles. Tell them that me, Josh Arnold, sent you, and they will say, you know what, we like him.
And we like his person.
Yes.
yes, he's got a good person.
What was that guy's name again? Okay. Thank you very much, Orange Insoles. By the way, don't forget our competition. You can win $1 million courtesy of Orange Insoles. It's fill out that bracket. Can you get a perfect bracket? It could be worth $1 million. Details are at bobandtom.com. When we come back, I'll tell you why all leprechauns always carry 3 hard-boiled eggs in their pants.
Okay.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. And we're doing kind of a musical chairs thing today. And, it's actually a musical chair right now because joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Stephen Lynch. I throw in the actor thing because you spent how did you describe it?
9 months in hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun, but I had my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on. You know.
Can you play one of the new ones for us?
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days.
And there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No. I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Come, fair lady, to mine bed we go, and verily sweet pleasures we shall know. Yet, where thy belly meets thy limb, I beseech thee, give a trim, for thy bush doth overflow. Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are fur balls down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I sayeth not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leg lock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand-up comedian. But soft, what hair through yonder girdle grows, to be or not to be put in cornrows. Oh, it is beastly and unruly, and it smelleth of patchouli, and that offends my nose. I sayeth not thou art furry down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
What is a lute?
A lute it looks like a pear-shaped ukulele.
Yeah, it goes...
Kind of a...
Well, there's no neck. There's no neck, though.
Yeah.
Look like guitars. I think those are lutes.
To change an old joke just a little bit, the best sound a lute makes is when a banjo lands on it in the dumpster, or an accordion, one of the two. I'm sure there's a
really anti-lute, man.
I do not.
The whole new.
Greg Hahn is our guest.
I went out with this one girl. Can I say this?
Sure.
Get a load of this. I'm on a date. I was out with this girl, right? Here's what she says. It's true. She says, oh, I did something she didn't like. She goes, oh, you just lost some points. Oh, there's points involved. That's a point system that the women have. It's a point system. Men, we don't know what's going on. All we know is it involves points, and all of a sudden, we're down. You know what I mean? I was doing my impression of her mother. She's like, oh, you just lost some points. I'm like, really? How many did I start out with? Don't ask any questions. You just got to lose more points. Well, transfer my account to your younger sister.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, catch the big game last night?
Well, what truly is a game when you really think about it? I mean, it's merely a struggle for conquest between competing rivals in a match to attain victory, so they can feel superior about a relatively inconsequential endeavor.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Now, Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
No. Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this.
There it goes now.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hi, this is that right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. How's it going?
I'm enjoying this.
Dennis Miller.
I'm your announcer. Hey, here's Tom. Tom, take it, babe.
I've got a couple questions about this first one.
Oh, the first one's no.
Because it's time for Today in History. And double check something.
Time now for Today in History. As in all good shows like this, the first thing you hear is, I'm not sure about this one.
Ham Hall.
Ham Hall, lost.
Okay, here's your hint.
Stammer, stutter.
Happy birthday, 1837. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. It's an audio hint. 1837 is the birth date. Here's your hint. Right now. This is your hint. There we go.
Bill Withers was born in 1837.
Just the two of us?
Good Lord.
Getting close.
Bill Withers did a cover of a Will Smith song?
It's a great song.
Something about Grover Washington Jr.?
Born in 1837.
Grover Cleveland Alexander?
That's exactly correct. Grover Cleveland. With a little bit of, just the two of us from the great Grover Washington Jr. I don't know if it's his birthday. That'd be cool if it was.
Did he write that, or did Bill write that, or did they both write that? Or did
I don't care. It's great.
Great vocal. The great Bill Withers.
Bill's amazing.
Yeah, let's see now. Here's an easy one for you, Christy.
Okay.
Inventor. Born in 1858, Rudolph Diesel.
The diesel engine guy?
Well, yeah, not the reindeer. Yes, he was the diesel.
I thought he invented a bra or something.
The diesel bra?
Oh, the diesel fitter?
That's right.
The classics.
What's a diesel
Do you remember there was
fitter?
a kid named Diesel that had a song? You remember this?
No.
There was a band called Diesel.
Was it a band, or the name of the kid was named Johnny Diesel or
There's
something?
a VIN called Diesel. Were you aware of that?
I am Groot.
There's a fuel called diesel.
Yeah,
Are
he
we
got
gonna keep
paid for
doing
that I
this?
Am Groot stuff.
He did?
Can you imagine?
Of course he did.
Now, you found the diesel song?
I did. I found the Diesel song.
That's good. Pretty generic.
What do you mean?
I've heard this 10,000 times, and I've never heard this song, if you know what I mean.
Wait for the hook.
It's kind of like Captain of Her Heart with the keyboard in there.
Nice. I like this guy. I'll have to listen to that another time, because right now we're wishing happy birthday.
Because we made Josh upset. Why don't I get that?
Who's the host of Dirty Jobs, Josh?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Shumway.
Flamner?
Micro.
You know, like when you describe your...
Oh, no, it's
penis.
micro.
Oh, not micro? Okay, Phallus.
Microphallus. I asked you not to tell anyone about that.
Okay. Queen Latifah.
Sometimes known
born
as
in 1970.
Teen Laquifa.
I wouldn't go with Teen Laquifa. maybe over 18 Laquifa.
Oh, boy.
I actually have a crush on Queen Latifah. I've always had a crush on her.
She'd crush you, you said on your face.
I swear to God, I would love to die that way.
Okay.
Smother me, baby.
Pretty lady.
Equalizer, isn't that what she's
I need to
on now?
watch it. It's a good show.
Pretty good show.
It's really
No
dumb.
kidding.
It's so stupid.
Have you watched it? You've never watched The Equalizer?
I've watched the commercial. It's really stupid.
Wasn't it the original Equalizer? That's very fair. A fair assessment.
He's walking around blowing stuff up. 1881, Barnum and Bailey's Greatest Show on Earth opened at Madison Square Garden.
23 animals killed.
I thought it was the not so greatest show on earth.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Hey, here's a guy. He's opening a box.
Yeah.
What's so great about this?
The first person to walk in space. Anyone remember who this was?
Allegedly. Ed Walker. Ed something.
Alexei Leonov.
Nope, that's what Russian media will have you think. It's Ed Snowden. No, that's not right.
Let's see now. 1995, Michael Jordan announces he's ending his 17-month NBA retirement. So he famously retired from retiring.
I'm back.
And started making cool shoes, right?
Well, he doesn't make
I do not care for any of the Jordans line.
Do you own any of them?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Nope, not a one.
Oh, okay.
I own a pair of Michael B. Jordan shoes.
Do you?
I stole them.
Now you've got something.
Stole them off the set of Creed.
Would they let him come out with a shoe, do you think? That would be pretty funny.
Michael B. Jordans.
Time now for things we learned on the show today because Tom's wandered off into the woods. How's your bracket? We're going to start talking that. And be sure and enter the Orange Insoles Bracket Challenge. Where do I go, Tom? BobandTom.com?
That's correct. BobandTom.com/contest.
I'm going to start a March racket where we judge women's boobs and you vote.
Oh, boy.
A racket. Hey, which rack do you like better, this one or that one?
We kind of used to do.
We kind of used to do that.
Well, I'm bringing it back.
Well, why don't you, the guy that did it before, why don't you call him, see how his job search is going?
Yeah. I think you can visit him on the weekend. Let's see. Stetson University in DeLand, Florida. Good news is they're in the NCAA March Madness. The bad news is they're playing UConn first game.
And their name is the
Stetson Hatters, and Stetson University is located in
DeLand, Florida.
Why do they call it DeLand?
Tom, this is Jared from Kentucky. For the love of God, we know where DeLand is.
It's near DC.
And according to Tom, the guys in fastball love our show and our friends. If we need $20, we can call and ask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Big time friends.
Wouldn't know you if they saw you in the store.
Nope. Would avoid you and anything about it.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm a fan. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. BobandTom@BobandTom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.